I'm going to see if I can hold a press conference the next day as MC Justice.
Whoever you are.
Whatever you're
To do what exactly?
How you were
Because I'm assuming the body may be found, or at least affiliated with me in some way. And if it is, MC Justice is going to show up on something and go, like those damn...
So, you're going to do a press conference before there's a controversy.
No. There's going to be a controversy. I'll immediately show up at a news station and be like this is they stole. I was meaning to use him as a jumping point to learn about more of the gang activity in the area so that I could stop it. That is the whole purpose behind my alter ego.
That's only if that messes up, though.
Yeah, ideally we don't have to find the
to
body.
be fair, the issue is the bigger
Number
thing messing
one.
up. You're only.
We don't know if it was cloudy
yourself.
the day I did it.
You're only.
It was not.
It was not cloudy the day I did it.
Here's a thought. Do we even need a body?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, if there's an explosion, doesn't that
You need viscera.
You need some kind of organic.
A more relevant
material.
question is, where did you put on your outfit?
Inside a mall.
Good plan.
Under a bus stop.
In which case, it doesn't actually matter exactly.
In a phone booth.
Yeah.
We don't have those anymore.
But they see Michael go into the phone booth and Canuck come out of the phone booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You needed to be somewhere where several people go in and out.
Okay, so
Subway
a bus
station
stop,
is
and then you wait for a bus to come and unload.
Wait, are there subways in Florida?
No.
Or in this
I'm gonna
version
say
of Florida?
no,
I don't think
because it's
so.
basically a swamp.
Yes.
How about Skytrans?
Still no.
No one else calls them that.
What if it's all above ground?
I mean, no. There's
have
the trams like in San Francisco, aren't there?
Yeah, they're elevated trains.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't have
What I
that.
mean is, no one but this city calls those sky
Sky
trains.
trains. Yeah. Train stations.
Monorail.
Yeah.
In
Monorail.
Orlando.
Monorail.
Only in
Monorail.
Orlando.
Anyway,
Make them like
they're
these.
trains. But more relevantly is if you change somewhere, like a mall,
Yeah.
and then kidnap someone and then left the service area of the drone. It doesn't know what you did after you
Yes.
left town.
Yes.
Because it's not authorized to photograph it
Right.
outside of town.
Yes. Right. I mean, they could send a cruiser after in the direction of, but we'll see.
First, they would have had to become aware of the incident. Yes. Which would have not have been instantaneous.
Yes.
Since, shockingly, MC Justice is not currently in their facial recognition database. Knowing that he hasn't done anything prior to now. Or
hockey mask.
existed prior to now.
Also, hockey mask. Yeah, you can't facial rec a hockey mask.
Well, you can recognize that it's a hockey mask.
Yes. I'll change
You
it.
get lots of false.
Geisha mask.
No, become an
Hey, you man.
institution. Get all your followers to wear hockey masks.
Yeah. And then when we march down the street, we take the hockey sticks. We're like, kind of like West Side Story, but
They can't do gate recognition from directly above.
Not really, no. Anyway, so, last time, Mother Canucking Justice kidnapped a random gang member and hid him in a shed.
Yep. And people may have seen.
People saw on the street. You had a fight in the middle of the street.
No, I mean people may have seen me stash the body. We're not sure about that.
Possibly. You don't know. The beach seemed deserted.
Yes.
Madison has been released on her under house arrest, basically.
Okay.
Lieutenant Smash was being Lieutenant Smash and assisting in Madison's release. Sebastian went on a date with Reagan Kilpatrick and managed to shift it towards friendship as opposed to lust, and has managed to recruit him to the basketball team. And Glinda was broadly ignored by the GM because he ran out of time.
She had plenty of time to do her math homework.
So, we open on Glinda. Where are you, Glinda?
Well, I'm presuming that school has ended.
Oh, yeah.
In that case, I'm going to take my car. I was going to say new car, but it's not really new.
New to you.
You run out of gas.
I'm going to turn on the radio and head my way onto home.
Sure. You arrive at the largely empty shack just as the radio program switches over to some program called Ghost Hunters, which has just started up with Ramble Turducken. It's his latest project. He seems real into it. He couldn't get syndicated television show, but he's now attempting to do a ghost hunting show over the radio. It's not doing great, ratings-wise.
It's doing better than it would on the TV.
It's basically just a guy talking about how scared he is. Many
now
speculating
there's no
will probably
video,
not be renewed for a second season.
But since there's no video, you can at least imagine scary things happen.
Yeah, you can imagine there's all sorts of ghosts everywhere.
Splice in random sound samples that has no credibility whatsoever.
It doesn't help that one of the hallmarks of ghost appearances is that it scrambles voice recording information, which means just periodically the sound just becomes gibberish.
Are you saying ghosts are real?
Depends if someone made a device that conjures ghosts or not. Still time.
Actually, I don't. I literally cannot. I have no generosity to do so.
Alright. Park my car.
Anyway, let's park your car in front of your house. You take a look at what is not exactly a house.
Yeah.
It is basically a shell with nothing in it. What do you do?
I'm going to step through the hole,
Yep.
head inside.
There's a man sleeping in the
Yeah.
kitchen.
You know him by
Hey,
name.
Ted.
Yep.
Yeah, you be you, Ted.
Eat first, Theodore.
So you step over Ted.
Yeah.
You do?
Alright, so I am going to go upstairs to my room.
Okay.
Let's see.
You walk up the heavily graffitied staircase,
Yeah.
just missing a couple of planks, to the room with a door that has been stolen.
I'm going to go to a secret compartment and gather the last of my things.
Which are what?
Let's see. There is a USB stick. There
Okay,
is
where'd you
a
get
couple...
that?
Oh, this from a while back. It was within the belonging of stuff in George's belongings.
George's possessions, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's also the one VHS tape that managed to survive being through the the rating and stuff. Of,
Oh.
of
One like family.
Of
of her dad.
I feel like that wouldn't survive. They would have taken fucking everything. Like it was an empty house for a week. Like it doesn't even have beds.
Keep on reading.
Nope. They didn't know what it was when they took it. It was just a VHS tape.
Maybe a photo album.
That I don't know if it would have survived.
It's just waterlogged.
A plain photo
Problems need
that was
toilet
removed
paper.
from a frame.
Exactly.
Frame was sold.
I'm surprised it's not like set fire to.
No, photos from
Because keep in mind, it's not just people stealing stuff. It's also just punks breaking shit.
what's her face's wallet. Glenda? Nope.
You might have photos from your mom's wallet.
Yes.
It's probably a photo of you.
Family photo.
So that's what I look
All
like.
it says family photo.
No, basically, it's just a various collection of random personal belongings. Maybe there's something in there that's valuable, but it's not that valuable.
Alright.
Once I'm done with that,
It's amazing the things you can do with
oh,
one walk.
I got it. Deed.
Probably not stored on premises.
Fair. It's probably in a safety deposit box.
Yep.
Right.
The key to the safety deposit box.
That'd be gone.
Very, very gone.
Now that would probably be in her personal belongings, Georgia.
No, you wouldn't carry something like that around.
It'd be in your
Not
house
very
somewhere.
They are not my mother.
All right.
I think so.
I don't
Anyways,
know. My
that's
house
something I
was
had
missing
to
its
take
front
care of.
wall. I'd be
Yep.
carrying stuff around on my person all the time.
So once I'm done here, I'm gonna head back downstairs, making sure I don't fall off the missing planks. Head back outside, say goodbye, and I'll be returning to this place eventually when I find a way to repair it. Just tear the whole place down.
Bank's
leave it
gonna
over,
see
build
it.
something else.
There's all those unpaid bills.
Hop back into the car and
Alright. Where are you going?
where am I going? Oh yeah, I need
room for rent?
to deal with the whole safety deposit thing. So I'm gonna head over there and try to sort that out.
Over to the bank?
Yeah.
Night.
Sure. You show up at a bank. The teller behind the desk. Hello.
Hi. I need to settle some things with a safety deposit box for my mom.
Okay. Is she here?
No, she's dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What was the name?
Georgia. What's her name?
She types a little on her computer. No, sorry, I can't help you with that. That box was seized.
Like, as in, like, evidence, or?
Yeah, the FBI took that.
Do you know how I can get that back?
I could try talking to them, I guess.
The FBI just...
Yeah, it says the FBI took it.
Okay. Thank you.
It says it was signed by Agent Danvers.
Agent Standards?
Body switching power would be great. Would be permanent.
Okay.
That'd be like a 5 point.
Yeah.
What now? A brain switch device, effectively.
That does what?
Switches your brain with another person.
Or a soul with another person's.
In what capacity? Like
So
pointed at
take
someone?
over their body, like,
Or like tie someone up, stick them in it kind of thing.
Like Freaky
Yeah.
Friday.
If
But
it
like-
ties someone and stick them in it kind of thing, that's a 1 point device.
But what if you want it to be like permanent?
It's a 1 point device. Like it's not attacking. Like
yeah, you yourself murder them through this device, and then become them.
Yeah.
I guess it would be 3. Because it's sort of like mimicking Dead Ringer, but there's a bunch of caveats to it. So it'd probably be a 1 point device.
Alright.
There you go. Problem solved.
So I either have to
Is it actually called the dead ringer?
Damn
Because it creates a dead body.
or I have to
No,
get
it
a lawyer.
eats a dead body.
Either one of those.
You would probably need a lawyer to
Yeah.
try and get a hold of
A
it.
lawyer, yes.
Probably a good one. Lawyers cost money.
I think I'm gonna be Hannah. No, I'm kidding. I was
Well,
actually
you're at the
thinking
bank
that.
anyway. Why not do some good old-fashioned?
Although you are at a bank, and you do have ghost form.
You also have memory manipulation and be like, yes, I opened an account. Your bank just failed to had a keep
That'll work
bookkeeping
right
error.
up until they look it up at a computer and it's not fucking there.
Okay. Just look up
You're the bank inspector. You're here to inspect the vault.
Don't you just
Oh,
like go?
wallet
something
inspector.
new.
Don't you
Vault
just,
inspection.
Alright, so I'm
Here to
gonna
inspect the contents
So I'm
of
gonna
all
head
the
out a
safe
bit.
deposit boxes.
and I'm going to I'm gonna need something to obscure my visage because
Like what?
Like, well, it definitely needs like some sort of mask and something like that. I mean, the ghost form itself, it's probably gonna make me look like a ghost, right?
makes you look translucent.
Does it make you look like Casper the Ghost?
What? So I have no legs?
Like with the no legs, floaty tail thing?
Yeah, no legs, floaty tail, and it sort of changes the face, but not. I don't know. I guess maybe the same eyes.
They're glowing eyes.
So it gives me like the whole like haunting like sunken eyes thing and
Yeah.
like
Like
kind
you've
of makes me
been dead
look
for several days.
Yeah. All right. So yeah. So I'm gonna leave for a bit. Great. Get something to change into.
Oh, I know what it. She turns into the ghost of her dead mother.
That's glorious.
I don't need a disguise, so I'm doing that.
Quality. I approve.
They might, still shoot at you.
Carry your ghost form. Does nothing. That's the whole point.
Now, there's a caveat with ghost form, is that I can become tangent and then become untangent again after a certain, there's certain things.
It's a number of times equal to some
some score. Yeah, I just don't remember what that score is.
Cunning.
Oh, shit.
Ball. You can switch it off and reactivate for every point you have a devious on. Wait.
Oh, okay.
That's weird.
Okay.
Why does it say it's a power based on cunning then?
Yeah, that's alright. So I
What,
can
you can
turn it
carry?
on
Really
based
fucking
on number
weird.
of devious. Okay.
Misprint?
No, because it says devious in several other places. And it says cunning in the title of the power and in the list of aspects. That's fucking weird.
What is going on,
So
guys?
I'm gonna go to. So I got a backpack. I've got a place underneath so they can't see me. And around, make sure no one's there.
Cunning espionage.
I can't do that.
Nice. Seems clear. Totally legit.
All right.
You're bringing this upon yourself with no backup. Okay.
Is your demon letting you do it?
You let me do this?
Yeah, I'm pro stealing stuff.
Now you got some cunning.
You are a horrifying spectral version of your dead mom.
Really?
Yep. You penis.
All right.
Wait, are you looking at yourself in the mirror yet?
Probably in a window.
Yeah. Okay. Bank heist time.
Alright.
I'm going to try and use telekinesis to control myself and sink into the floor.
No, you can just sink.
All right, just sink.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Thanks. So I'm going to go in and get to the vaulted area of the safety deposit box.
Worth noting, you're not invisible.
Yeah, I know.
So as you walk into the bank, several people begin screaming. The 70-year-old security guard takes his pistol out. Hold on now, you whippersnap inspector. You best be off now.
It's not quite a whippersnapper though. Sure, compared to the bank.
So,
I
the ratings for that ghost show are gonna skyrocket now, right?
Possibly.
Good job, right?
Yeah, what you doing?
I'm going to make sure there's no one behind me for the deck, they'll shoot through.
Oh, there are.
All right.
It's a crowded bank, dude.
I'm going to just disarm
Scare the
him.
man to death.
Yeah, telekinesis roll.
He is a danger to himself and others.
You should just say like, oh, you
Plus
remembered
2
to
supplies.
withdraw
pair of-
extra
ooh,
money,
I don't wanna
and
kill
now
him.
I'm gonna rob you.
It's looking like a deadly blow.
Can we just say he dies from a heart attack at seeing the specter?
Alright, so I disarm him.
You go to try and pull the gun out of his hand, he goes, and shoots himself in the face. Good job. Several people begin screaming.
It's time to go now.
No, I came here for some things.
It's for a penny, I mean.
So I'm gonna rush over to the vault, space right through it.
Yep. It's an alarm going off.
Let's see, it was number 332. 332. Oh, right there. No key.
Literally not there.
I can't. No, that won't. Alright, I'm gonna have to
Telekinesis.
punch out the.
Are you trying to pull out your safety deposit box?
Well, I can't exactly.
You do remember content seized by the FBI, right?
Yeah.
It's empty.
Right.
Unless she was lying about that.
Purpose of this is for you to steal stuff.
Alright,
There's other safe deposit boxes.
I'm gonna try to break open all the doors then.
Sure.
But
Telekinesis.
yeah.
Trick twos.
How much force does your telekinesis have currently?
It's currently number of deceit, right?
I think it's, yeah,
Yeah, 200.
200 pounds? It's enough to pop a box open, I think. Let's see if there's anything valuable in there. Whee! Hey, there is. You find some jewelry.
Ah,
Fancy jewelry.
that's something.
As one of the boxes cracks
You need
open.
an ID to pawn
You can try and do it
stuff.
again. Try and crack open another one.
It's not like this is somebody who has an infinite fake ID.
I don't see any pairs.
Nothing? Alright. Around this point, you're trying to sort of struggle with one of the boxes. You hear shouting from outside. What do you do?
Right, so I'm gonna spend the first thing for.
It's been a couple minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the first thing I got to go, to go back into physical form, grab the stuff, put it in the backpack, and I don't really seem to have much time left, so I'm gonna go back into ghost
Well,
form.
it depends. I mean, you're in a vault.
Oh, that's true. All right,
And
It takes a bit of time to open a vault.
right then.
And it
You'll be hearing it open.
automatically
case-
locks.
I'm gonna unphase. No, wait. Telekinesis is not very delicate.
No, not particularly.
Alright, I'll just try to break as many doors as I can until something happens.
Another roll.
Pair of tens.
Pair of tens, right? Hey, pair of eights. Cool. You rip open a box. It has a deed in it to a house somewhere in the suburbs. As well as some money.
Cool.
There is also a piece of paper in it, like a folded letter, which you open it and it's just filled with gibberish numbers and letters.
I guess I'll take that too.
There is also a pocket watch.
Pocket watch.
Yep. It currently displays the wrong time.
Well, the vault's still closed.
Yep.
One more.
You can hear pounding at the door. Someone shouting about getting the manager to open it.
Damn it, no more. I guess I'll just I'll bow out now from this. I'll take what I can, put it in a backpack.
So you unphase, shove a bunch of stuff in a bag, rephase again.
Yep.
Where are you going?
I'm going to down.
Let's see if there's anything that's actually below you. Yeah. You phase down. You find yourself in a sewer pipe. It's not really large enough to hold a person,
Alright.
but you can sort of follow it at least.
Yeah, I guess I'll just follow it a little bit, a couple
Keep
blocks.
in mind, like, a modern sewer pipe is big. You at least have some directional guide to go by.
Yeah. I guess I'll try to find where I was before. Just take another peek.
Cunning knowledge.
Pair of threes.
Pair of threes? If you follow this pipe long enough, you probably find places where it connects to a different building.
Oh, I guess that works better. Yeah. I'll just follow along until it connects to another building.
Sure. Eventually you come to a couple of intersections here and there where it starts going off into smaller pipes. You follow one of those. You wind up in what appears to be the bathroom of a KFC.
Alright, this works. Alright, so the girls' bathroom. Make sure there's no one in there.
Hang on, even or odd?
Odd.
It is the girls' bathroom. There's no sign on the inside of the bathroom.
Yes, but
They're only urinals.
But there's no
well,
urinals.
no, yeah, no. Well, it depends on the kind
Not
of
all
bathroom.
bathrooms.
Yeah, it depends on the kind of bathroom. If it's a solo bathroom, then it
usually doesn't.
it's usually just toilet.
But if it's a solo one, you could just say the other one was in use and you really need to go.
What
Phase, and then go.
What happened?
Yeah, that image of a security guard's head haloing a ring of blood is probably going to be haunting your dreams for a while. You gonna head out of the bathroom there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you head out. Walk out just as some lady walks in, catches the door to go inside. You are in a fried chicken restaurant. The smell is tantalizing. Haven't eaten in quite a while.
I do have some money.
There was money in one of the deposit boxes. You could go buy food.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some food.
Sure. You sit down to eat a delicious meal of fried chicken. As you glance across the road, just down the road, you can see a ring of police cars setting up outside the First National Bank. Someone with the megaphone is shouting for someone in a vault to come out with their hands out. They'll probably be at this for some time before they realize you've left.
I could have had more time to steal stuff.
Oh yeah. Anyway, that will conclude a scene.
That was quite glorious.
So stealing or murder is basically what you want to give them.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think she kind of needs the stuff she stole, so I guess it's the +1 for cruelty for killing.
So you get the murder point.
You can tag theft. Like if she went into child services, she wouldn't need to be stealing stuff.
Doesn't need the deed, doesn't need the gold watch, doesn't need the...
Yeah,
And the
certainly
other-
didn't need a gold watch.
I do that just because that way it can eventually become generosity.
Well, okay, no, doesn't need the
Don't go
clear...
trying to help.
Wait, no, Trevor. She doesn't need the clear side quest treasure stuff. Just saying.
Oh, clear side quest. How dare you, sir?
So what have you got?
A piece of paper with numbers on it and a watch that's on the wrong time.
I think
what
you
could
need
this
some
possibly
cruelty
mean?
there.
I don't really use it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay.
To be fair, fighting is kind of, important.
Yeah, not if you have ghost force.
It's true.
Yeah, I guess I'm tagging.
Telekinesis. You just like,
guess
haha,
we're
fuck
tagging.
you.
For every time you reactivate...
Ghost form and telekinesis is a real powerful combo for combat.
For every time you reactivate ghost form, does that also... It doesn't proc the slide enough, right?
No.
Okay.
It's when you activate it, you can switch it off and then back on a number of times equal to your decrease. Okay.
So I got a point of greed there.
Cool.
And I'm going to say learn something new and important. The dean wasn't there.
That's true. Learned the FBI seized contents of safe house.
Was the supposed treasure map priceless though?
He doesn't know what it is yet.
I'll find that out
Launch
later.
codes! Kidding.
That'd be a really terrible football. The stopwatch? By the way, the football is the briefcase that activates nukes. That is used by the president.
Nuclear football.
Yeah.
Really?
That is what they call it. Well, you carry a football.
I think it's supposed to be a code name.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't work if everyone knows it.
The cat is in the bag.
I mean,
What's the cat again?
like,
I just made
they
somebody's
called it a
career.
nuclear briefcase. That's pretty ambiguous. Like,
made
football
somebody's
is pretty unique, I would say, and therefore easy to remember. Like, because there could be many different kinds of nuclear briefcases. One's
Oh,
carrying
terrorist
plutonium.
just robbed the bank.
Or maybe a nuclear suitcase bomb.
Yeah. So, like,
More shit for us. Okay.
nuclear computer.
Great. Now my villain is Georgia.
Yep.
Ghost
Ghost
of
Georgia. Ghost Georgia.
Well, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yep. Her rage was so great, she stayed on this earth.
But that doesn't completely eliminate you from the...
Nope.
That's the...
Meanwhile, the rest of you have a preposterous plan to enact. So, what are you guys doing?
Ace
Have
planning.
the body.
Yeah, you have a body stashed in a shed at the beach. All that's left is to set up the actual meeting. Fancy press conference and whatnot.
It's not my job. My job is to spawn scuba gear at the beach.
Okay, so let's go over
You
the
can just
steps
go
of
to
the
my
plan.
front lawn and then tell the press there's gonna be this thing. Go there. And bring me with you.
Okay, so first we've already
I
set
think-
up the boat, right?
Yep.
Except I'm under house arrest, so you're gonna
Boat
need
full of exploding,
police
full of
permission.
C4 and explosives, with a tarp over it at the marine.
Okay, we have a body.
Yep. As far as you know, he's still there.
Alive.
Yep.
Yep. And as far as you know, alive.
If he's there, then Baz just needs to be on the exploding boat.
Okay.
I'm just going to go over the script. Well, I believe it should be Madison. You have a lot of oh yeah, you have no nurture. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm going to try to.
She's mostly going to be rolling deceit.
Oh yeah. Deceit that a press conference is a good idea for granola.
So I need to make
I
a big
don't know how to
show,
spin
tell
this.
the press, like show up and be all like, can't keep running from me. Go to the was it?
Yeah, I left your stuff purposely vague because I didn't know how you wanted to say your stuff.
As we learned from that other time, Amber's not great at evil speeches.
No,
Okay.
I'm not
Yeah.
great at role playing in general.
I'm right now looking up what I
It's not-
wrote down from a while.
Wow, yeah.
Hey,
Maybe
You should be better at this.
I am not, and that's why I just fight things. I just go in as random goblin that can't talk.
I go as Rusty the Mute Goblin.
He had his tongue cut out by the ogres.
Yep.
Oh, one of the monsters is a tree? I'll be the tree.
You're an Ent. But Ents speak.
Not these ones.
Treant speak
We have a
Treant
flower.
in 5th edition.
It's-
My favorite is that Otyug speak Otyug, which are the monsters that eat poop. Live in sewers. To my knowledge, no one else has bothered to learn Otyug.
What the hell am I gonna do? I'm just gonna sit out there on like.
You're supposed to be helping behind the scenes, aren't you?
I'm scuba diver guy to come give you air when you need it.
Yeah.
Mostly him, theoretically.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think you just need to blow something up across my street and be like, bring her out there, then. And then he'll just, and not get shot at.
Or yeah, you should be like, you just show up, blow something up, and like, Showdown! Here! This time! Blah, 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 blah.
How are you doing for deceit there? Do you want to
I can't. My honesty's in the
Wait,
way.
no, weren't you supposed to?
Yes, but if you attack honesty, then it's fine.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I should attack your honesty, by which I mean I'm helping her get her story straight.
Why better, you fool? Slap. Slap.
That can be when we're going to the location.
Weren't you supposed to call me out, and then I was supposed to?
Yeah, I
change
was
the
supposed to
location?
call you out first.
Okay.
That's why we need to convince Granola
Because the
to...
military will be expecting you to coordinate with them to set up a sting to catch the ferret, which is why you want Ferret to later call and demand a change of location at the last minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
you have to call me out first.
Yeah. So I should actually probably call the military first.
Sure.
Yeah.
Begin at the beginning.
I think his name was Hawthorne.
Yeah.
So many NPCs' names. So many names.
I'm pretty sure it was Hawthorne.
Yeah.
I wonder.
If it isn't, it is now.
Yep.
Do you suddenly feel the urge to visit the beach today?
She can go anywhere she wants.
That's why I'm asking. Do you suddenly feel the urge to visit the beach today?
She has radio comms.
I have a radio communication with you. You can talk to me. I know you guys' secrets. It's
She got it from Georgia.
Oh right.
Can't force you to go to the beach.
no, but you can.
Well, I mean, Bash can't.
Oh yeah, that's true. I said we can't force her to go to the beach, but
Bash can do that, actually.
You want to go to the beach.
So is jewelry with a D to
It's not you want to, it's go to the beach.
Then they just go to the nearest one. Go to Sandy Crook.
Go to Sandy Crook Beach crawling, damn it.
Go to Sandy Crook and call it. Damn it. Damn it. Sorry.
Yeah, no, but to
oh, damn it's one word.
but you actually try to dam the beach. I'm sorry.
Damn it. I need 10 more.
Constructing it.
Condemn it.
So, anyways, I go to Edmund's car and call up General Hawthorne and tell him that I have a plan for capturing the nefarious terrorist who has been such a thorn in our side, the Amazing Bouncing Ferret.
Lay it on me, Smash.
Okay. I call him out on a one-on-one fight.
Alright. That seems high risk.
Yeah, we do it in like a...
It's
Doing
okay.
okay there,
You're right
Smash.
there, Lieutenant Smash. Is the radiation sickness finally getting to you?
Yes. But yet, I don't have much time.
Yes, I don't think I have much time.
Oh God.
I have to finish this quickly. I've learned much from the interrogation of Twinkerbell.
Just call him Madison.
Of course. Ridiculous fucking name, by the way.
So offensive.
I have a son that, okay.
Don't ask.
I feel like a Florida major would bring that up in casual conversation.
Yeah, don't ask, don't tell.
I thought they repealed that.
They did.
I thought they finally fucking repealed that. You see? Anyway,
No,
He's newly transferred. Okay.
I think if I can get close to him, I can plant a tracker on him that will enable me to determine where he teleports if he tries to escape.
good thinking. How are you gonna get him close to you?
Madison apparently was able to resist his thing. If I can figure out how she resists the mind control, maybe I can get close enough to the Amazing Bouncing Ferret and plant the tracker on her. On him.
Could be, I suppose. Where were you planning on setting this up? Have backup in the area.
Well, probably like an abandoned warehouse, somewhere where there won't be a lot of civilians.
I don't think we dropped that Easter egg yet.
We can just set up an airstrike in case it goes wrong.
What about on the already pseudo-nuked military base? You can go there. What? The ferret's already visited.
Yes, but would you go
It's
back
still
after
teeming
nuclear like a complete nuclear fallout,
I'm just saying it's a place they'd be quite happy to bomb again.
or the burned down FBI warehouse?
There's also that.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah, didn't the
But there's stuff
FBI
around.
use
It was a warehouse recently.
yeah.
Yeah, it was in the abandoned warehouse district.
I wonder why it's abandoned. I don't know, probably the fires.
Well apart. Yeah, the only active business in there is the smoke and fire factory across the street.
What do you sell?
Let's sell anything. They're the factory from every movie.
Smokes and firearms.
Yeah, they just have vats of molten metal everywhere for no apparent reason.
Massive plumes of smoke coming out.
No railings anywhere.
And those explosive barrels.
Yep.
Red barrels.
Barrels of, of explodium.
They
So
explode
I think we're
when
going
you
to need
shoot
to
them.
put on a show for this. I'm going to ask Madison and her, what's the term? Guardians. That's it. Guardians.
Legal guardian.
Ask Madison's legal guardians to set up a press conference where I can call out the
You also have to
amazing
contact my
bouncing
lawyer.
ferret throughout the entire world. I know I've been hunting this deviant for some time now, and
I've been hunting this deviant for nearly 2 weeks.
I know his ego would not be able to take such a bait.
No, you're doing it for revenge on all those that perished in that event. That all your comrades.
Terrorist strike.
Yep.
Yeah,
Remember
especially
me.
the ones I shot.
I mean, you didn't hear that.
I was a zombie. I didn't know any better.
Still sticking to that bullshit, are you? Anyway.
So should I roll devious deceit?
Yeah.
Ready. That is pair of eights.
Mermaids, yep. Beats his twos.
Alright. So the major agrees. He'll tell you he will call ahead to the group home to see if he can arrange a meeting.
Yep.
With Madison, you, and to allow you past the police cordon, which currently surrounds said group home. So, Madison. So you're at home again. There are a couple of police cars outside.
I get a whole room to myself now.
Yep, several of the other kids are currently doubling up or sleeping on the floor. Granola didn't tell them to do this. They just aren't willing to be in the same room as you.
What about our best friend who's addicted to drugs?
She's actually not there.
What actually happened with Hannah and the drugs?
Good question. No one's really done anything to help her with that, so she's not at home right now.
Probably out doing
does anyone
drugs.
know about it? Does anyone apart from her know about it?
Don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Anyway,
did Hannah agree to join the team? I don't remember.
Hannah?
No,
No.
it wasn't Hannah, it was Harvey.
No. Ted won't be in a shitty team. Shitty team for losers.
Sorry, I'm just going to.
That's only if he joins it. Okay.
Nice. Anyway.
I stack like 4 beds of coffee tubs. Yeah. Jumping on it.
One of the kids actually knocks on your door.
Who is that?
Simon,
Who?
he's a kid from your group home.
Okay.
His stepmother abandoned him after his dad died, and he was thrown into the system.
Okay. Come in.
He comes in. Hey, Madison. I wanted to ask you something.
Okay.
You know my stepmom, right?
No.
Okay. Her name's Sandy. He just sort of like clenches his fist a little, like very angrily.
Okay. I think
Listen,
so. Could you beat her up for me?
yeah, basically that's what he's gonna ask you. He's gonna ask you to help him get revenge on his stepmom.
What's your offer?
Oh, I don't really have any money.
That's too
Can
bad.
do something for you.
Become your follower. Your minion for darkness.
No.
Well, what do you want?
What are you willing to offer? See,
Lots of stuff.
This is where cloven hoops would come in handy.
Lots of stuff? I don't know.
How about a character witness?
I guess so. Character witness. No, that'd be terrible.
You'd like me to lie about how awesome you are? Okay.
No.
You could do that. You could totally tell them to just lie anytime someone asks to say you're an awesome, totally nice person
Okay,
who
yeah.
would never murder large numbers of military personnel.
Good enough for now. Good enough for now.
Maybe you want to attack his honesty.
It's not really necessary. He's totally willing to make that trade.
Okay. But where does she live? Or
He'll give you an address.
and what are you trying to, like, what kind of revenge?
I'm sure you think of something.
Because I'm kind of stuck here in the meanwhile, you know that, right?
Well, I mean, get out of here, though, right?
I don't know. I don't know. Do I want to? Pops on bed. Pretty cushy right now.
I mean, it doesn't have to be like right away or nothing.
I can't say. Something may or may not happen.
Are we adopting the Salem method where I just say I'll screw over someone you don't like and I just wait until something bad happens to them anyway? Claim credit for it.
Maybe.
Yes, I made his car break down.
Maybe. Yep.
Yeah, he suggests wrecking her car, kidnapping her dog, any number of things like that.
Stepping your dog?
No, her dog.
The dog that she prefers over you?
Yeah, exactly. The shitty dog she cares about more than her kid.
Okay.
Well, not her kid, but yeah.
Step parent is still parent.
Yep.
Okay.
Right, so do you agree to that?
Sure.
Right. After you do so, he leans his head into the hall and says, "Hey, she said yes. You guys can come in now." Several more kids show up, who all have various requests. One of them would like you to help her find her brother. The foster system split them into separate homes. One of them would like you to help their dad get out of prison so that we can be a family again.
This is the side quest.
And one guy informs you that somebody owes him for a package he worked for him, and which he claims the cops seized. He just needs you to play muscle for him. Once he gets the cash back, we can split it 50-50. Some of these requests are more noble than others.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to email her a list?
Sure.
Wow.
Okay, we have another issue to work through.
Before that.
First.
Yeah. But you guys, I can only do these if I, you know,
Get your freedom.
get my freedom. A wink. A nudge.
They tell you they can help you sneak out if you need. They can distract the cops outside. Stage a fist fight out there.
Another time.
They'd have to go and break it up.
Okay. I'll remember that for later. But yeah, you should. You owe me several favors. It seems like with this list. Several. Collectively.
Do you just put out like a suggestion box? Just write things in and put it in there.
Sure.
All right.
No. I think it comes in food. So like they speak food to me, and it'll be like in the sandwich.
Anyway, eventually granola comes by.
Does she have a request too?
No.
She's just like,
Well, in a way, she says that someone from the military armed forces called and said that Lieutenant Smash wants to do some kind of press conference with you.
I think you should talk to my lawyer. I don't want to make it harder, but sure.
I did talk to your lawyer. He said talk to your guardian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your lawyer's advice was basically you can do that, just don't fuck it up.
Okay.
Granola says she's willing to let you do that if you're okay with it.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I'm willing to prove my character to evil and cry on national television again.
Granola asked what the other kids wanted with you.
They were curious because I have superpowers apparently.
Devious deceit.
I really appreciate this parent ended up somehow becoming evil.
Oh, come on, guys. I got nothing. Oh, wait, no, I missed out 2 dice. I thought I had 10 dice. Haha, okay. God damn it, pair ones. Yep.
She says they were all talking with you about that last night. Why did like 4 or 5 of them just come to talk to you specifically?
They had
Why is there a suggestion box at your door?
I didn't agree to the suggestion box. That's why I didn't. I didn't want it to be a visible thing.
Is this an in tray? What is this?
Suggestion for no, damn it, I can't lie.
You roleplay better than all day. This is great.
Granola is going
It's like,
to...
I don't know, guys. Why is there a suggestion box here? Speaks.
Several of them run away. Granola will ask you to please stop lying to her. It didn't work well last time, and it's not going to work every time you do it. It hurts her feelings. It makes her very sad when you lie to her. She's going to attack your deceit.
That bitch.
Defend.
Stand by.
You can defend or attack her back.
You can also tell her the truth.
That'd effectively be defending.
Well, it would be telling a truth.
Telling the
that's
truth,
detrimental to your
telling the
character.
truth would negate the damage.
Yes, you can do that. Good capitulate.
However, that would also just move the deceit to honesty.
It's 4 7s, if you're curious.
So you're losing a point. You
Yeah,
know,
just say they want me to do favors for them.
Yeah.
if you defend, you can slide.
They want it. They're trying to get me to do favors for them.
What sort of favors?
Like find his brother. That's nice.
Yeah, like find what's her face wanted help to find her brother who's in another home, but I don't know if I can do it.
Okay. What do the other ones want?
They're all along the same lines, more or less.
Devious deceit.
Oh, more or less the same.
Do not like those dice.
It's weird. Your guardian's good at spotting when you're full of shit.
Yeah. Pair sevens.
There are 7s. Beats are 6s.
Fighting people, long lost loved ones, stepmoms, partial truths.
I'm going to use my powers for good now. Help the common man.
Help my fellow
And
Orphans.
homies.
Orphans.
Not all of them are orphans.
All of them are orphans. Some of them just have parents that are in prison.
Just group home.
Abandoned children.
Group homies. Oh, ouch.
Vagabonds.
Group homies!
God damn it.
That was bad.
It was bad. You should feel bad.
I do not.
Hobomies.
See, I need arrogance is what I should have gotten.
Anyway, Lieutenant Smash will eventually show up.
Ah, hello. You must be Granola. Is Madison?
Several kids swarm around you and ask for autographs.
You've met her.
Yeah,
met
you have
Granola.
met her.
Right.
Met her at the police station.
That's what she says to you. You've met me.
Mr. The Smash, can I have your autograph?
Oh yes, of course, young man.
I'm a girl.
What, man?
I said, whoa man, you just didn't hear me. Take your shiny piece of paper. Fetch, go on.
Write it on their shirt. This is my only shirt.
Several other kids want autographs.
Okay, it looks like I'll be here for a few minutes.
One of them asked you to autograph their Radioactive Men poster, which you received no money for.
If you refuse to sign one of their stuff, you could humiliate them.
She charged. No, I'm kidding.
We've covered this. Humiliating doesn't work unless the person is actually some credible threat to you.
Ah, right.
You could openly betray and mock someone who trusted you. They are your fans.
Yeah, that is
Yeah, well, I'm maxed out on deceit.
Yeah, well, you want devious?
Or lies.
You know, you don't have to sin.
You could demand they give you money.
You
Some
can
kind of
smile
giant
and
asshole.
pose. You can smile.
You could just take the poster from them. That'd be stealing.
You could do heroic poses and gloat. Just showboat a bit.
Yeah.
I've got 5 knowledge, so that's not helping me either.
Well, whatever. You signed
Crap.
autographs for a while.
Crap,
Steal-
I have to just be an ordinary
Steal the
hero to
poster.
the children.
Steal a
Damn
poster.
it, I have to be like an upstanding hero. I get nothing. What do you do?
If you steal the poster, you're like,
You could steal some of their crappy merchandise.
you really don't need the crappy merchandise.
Yeah, I don't know. Stealing from orphans right
They're
before
not
I'm about
Quite evil.
right before I am about to go into right before I'm about to go in front of the press.
You could bring one of them with you and just like kiss it all. Like orphan.
Yeah. As you get into the house, there's like a little shelf on one of the walls that has like various little art things that various kids have made that Granola keeps.
Yeah.
One of them is a little sculpture that looks a bit like Granola.
Yeah.
It's sort of in the middle, in a place of prominence. Apparently, Paula cares about it deeply.
Okay.
It's quite hideously ugly.
He's like, take it.
One might even say it's priceless. Crafted as it is with the love of a child who has known no other family.
You guys are a special level of asshole.
Him for considering it or me for putting it there?
Both. At this moment, both. Yes.
Why are you considering it?
Yeah. I
Because
guess
it would be a point of cutting.
I know. I mean the option of not doing it. Please,
Of course.
Trevor.
Of course.
Please.
I forgot who I was speaking to.
Yes. The guy who tortures somebody for the points he didn't take for it.
must
Yep.
be good.
Well,
Did you get away?
good for
I'm sorry. I should probably talk with Madison. You know, I'm someone who's been used to the spotlight on myself. She
did
probably
I
needs a few
lose
pointers.
A point in something before? Did I lose a point in something?
No, you capitulated, so you don't lose anything.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask if it's all right if I see her alone and.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh.
My lawyer said I should be with her whenever she's talking to somebody.
Okay.
I could try and convince her otherwise.
I'm a superhero. You can trust me.
Well, really, you'll be safe around me. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna. I mean,
Oh,
it's
I'm
not,
secretly.
I mean, I'm doing this to help Madison. I don't want to. I'm trying to make sure she doesn't go into prison.
Why can't I be there, though?
Well,
Superpowered beings talk.
you know, it's
It's a mutual.
It's a conversation between superpowered beings. It should remain like there are things that superpowered beings would like to remain private.
That's worse
Yeah,
for me.
that's a great argument.
That's worse for me later on.
It's like puberty.
I'm sorry. I'm getting bad advice from a voice in my head. I'm choosing to ignore.
Giving cutting knowledge, if you want to hit.
Yeah.
Pair of tens.
Yep. Pair of tens.
Pair of tens? Well, if you're with Madison with me in a private conversation, who's going to be paying attention to what the other kids are doing? Who knows what they might get up to?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you're quite busy. I mean, you've got how many kids here?
Dozen or more?
Yeah. I think maybe
He's
it's
lost
best.
Jimmy, put that down.
Yeah, I think it's best if you keep an eye on these guys. They
use all the help you
see
can
a little mischief in their eyes.
All right. Give me devious nurture. I will give you a +2 advantage.
Alrighty then.
Pair of sevens.
Pair of sevens.
He survives. Because she looks at Jimmy, who appears to be eyeing the knife rack. Because probably a good idea. Jimmy, what have I told you about the knives? That I shouldn't cradle them? I told you more than that. Anyway, you can have a private conversation with Madison. Or as private as a conversation gets in a home with like over a dozen people in it.
Yeah. So, helping her keep her story straight, would that be devious nurture or devious corruption?
Devious corruption here.
He's telling her to lie.
You didn't attack my honesty.
Yeah, I'm attacking your honesty. That's a pair of sevens.
Are you defending?
I don't know. I'm pretty for sticking to my story.
Alright.
Is it a slide?
Yep.
Yep. 4 is when you obliterate.
Yep.
5 is when you obliterate the higher stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
See, that's part of the reason why you may want like a machine, so that you just give them a max of 3 die, so they can't obliterate points.
That's why you just get someone, if someone has a massive pool, you just get them to do multiple action.
I don't know. You seem to have a bit of insightful there. If I attack you again, does that go to devious?
No, because I need to not have honesty.
You need to be perfectly sinful or perfectly
And I can always
innocent.
activate an aspect for that.
No.
it will obliterate the point until it's empty, and then it will slide over.
Anyway, so you have a story to concoct.
Yeah.
You have everything all set up.
I think so.
Then we can move to you calling out the ferret.
Do I need to make anything? Can you hand me like a lot of money? Okay. Don't worry about it.
Alrighty. As you all know, I have been fighting the terrorists who attacked the army base for over. Really, it's only been 2 weeks.
For a better part of my weeks? Seriously? That's it? Wow.
For a little while.
Felt like longer.
Since my blah 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 incident.
Anyways, I've been tracking down these insidious terrorists, but recently I found out that not all of them may be as insidious as his first thought. For example, the one known as
Twinkerbell.
Yep,
That sounds wrong to me for some reason. Okay, fine. All right.
that's fine.
Just call her Madison.
Okay. The one
Madison, because
of course,
villains
the
are
one
people
with
too.
bronchitis is doing the big speech now.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It does help humanize her if you refer to her by her name.
Yeah.
Madison.
Or, as now known as Madison
Waltz.
Waltz. Now known as Madison Waltz, has been under the control of the one known as the Amazing Bouncing Ferret. It may be possible that this Amazing Bouncing Ferret could be in control of all of these members known as the Fearsome Five.
Forgetful.
Considering Power Cycle was driven to drugs and killed himself, that supports this.
And that's why, says the mayor who comes over to stand on the podium next to him, that's why I am launching a citizens initiative campaign.
Damn it!
If you see something, say something. Even if it seems innocuous, a minor thing you can't explain, someone with spandex under their sleeve. Call it in. I'm setting up a special hotline.
You just like push him off the podium. Don't do that.
As we all
Dagger
know, our mayor
This
has,
villainy will not be allowed to stand. Not in our fair city.
of course, this hopelessly incompetent mayor is absolutely no match.
Okay, that's an attack. You want to throw down, eh?
Oh my god!
What did the lawyer say?
What did the lawyer say about not fucking it up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Relatively can't do it on his own bit that follows up. Like, oh, we're just trying to encourage people to.
No, I don't want the mayor against me.
You do realize you're talking a politician. He has a lot more experience than you in this sort of thing.
Yes, but he's also super, like, Hellbinder super powered in those.
I think Mayor Spellbinder.
No. He is. His social abilities are quite strong right now. Pretty sure.
Who, the mayor's?
But
Well,
I think you need them.
Jeffries.
But I think you need them for later.
He's going to be putting heads against the mayor. He's a politician. So you can roll your attack on the mayor.
Yeah, so I guess I will be going over a bunch of his failed policies and plans in a very long and confusing manner. And attacking his nurture.
Yep. In a
Babble.
He is going to roll
Insightful corruption to detect what you're about to do and signal for your mic to be cut off.
Yep.
You can roll corruption.
Width will be important here.
Yep.
Oh wait, I'd probably get more dice if I just bullshit my attacks against him.
You can't attack tactics with devious deceit.
Right.
You can make stuff up which can get you advantage on subsequent attacks.
Yeah.
But you can't actually shove someone's tactics around by lying.
Yeah. All right. Width matters.
Yep.
If you'd like to beat him, you got somebody who can help you.
Are you there? Oh wait, no, you're talking about
Roll
your
it,
demon.
you.
Trip sevens.
7. Alright. Beat him. So you'll hit his nurture. Slide that to corruption.
Yep.
He really needed more of that. As you call him blatantly incompetent to an open mic to a large crowd of reporters, your mic is cut off shortly after that.
Yeah.
You don't get to go off on a long itemized list of why he's full of shit.
Yeah.
The mayor just sort of coughs like goes, "Oh, you are a kidder, Lieutenant Smash. You know, I think it was just yesterday that I was thinking to myself, this might be a good time." For what?
Is it the, oh wait, no, you're not showing up, right? I thought Fair was gonna show up and be like, wow.
No, he has to call me out.
No,
Did
no.
you even finish calling him out?
No. My original plan was to have you confess to everything. That's why I was going with you to get your story straight.
Okay.
That's a good one, Lieutenant. Well, it was just the other day I was thinking back to the noble work
Am I
of
here
Dr.
with you?
Dr. Kronos, of his pioneering work in the prevention of radiation sickness being funded by our very own fair city. And I just hope that his work can progress quickly enough to get you the cure you need for your severe mental denigration before it gets any worse. He's going to be attacking you there.
Well, he's attacking Lieutenant Smash.
Yep.
You know, he's not really attacking.
He's still attacking your credibility in front of the crowd.
You are.
And you're right. He is technically. It ends up with him attacking your deceit instead of your nurture.
Okay. So I'll just, since I can't really seem to do anything else but take it, I'll stand by my wicked ways.
Sure. You could glare at the guy who's operating the mic to get him to turn your mic back on.
And just like slightly brandish your gun.
I stroke my side. Look at the guy who hit.
Give me devious corruption.
Pair of tens.
Pair of tens. You get your mic reactivated. You can also slide a point of deceit to honesty. As the guy operating the soundboard goes, I'm getting a cold. I need to go home now. And runs away. The mayor will go on to a long, extended speech about the fine work that's been done by the emergency personnel and the police department here in Kirby in order to apprehend the notorious terrorist Power Cycle and end his threat to the city.
Power
What,
cycle?
didn't they find them on his own with a drug?
Does anyone other than the police know that, though? So he is rolling devious deceit.
Cycle has been found.
Nope. He's just lying about the conditions of his recovery.
Okay.
He's basically saying the police apprehended him and he died resisting arrest rather than died of a drug overdose. He's lying.
Yes. Yeah.
But keenly, are you going to admit that you inexplicably know that he's lying?
The police inform
Well,
you.
No, you don't. You do not work with the police, sir.
Didn't witnesses
Do they?
didn't witnesses on the scene say they saw him slumped over in a food court?
Witnesses on the scene in the abandoned mall full of zombies?
No.
You could say
No.
that.
Very short on witnesses.
No, you could
Considering
say, if you
he was
interview me, I could
propping
say, like,
up
there
a
was-
dead hobo. He
you
made a
could
point
say,
of there not being
I saw,
witnesses
like,
around.
One of the guys
No, you
looked
could lie.
kind of druggish.
No, he had injection marks all over.
Yeah,
real
like
easy.
I could say that.
Yeah.
Like I could have sworn he died of something else. That dude was going at it hard.
Like, here's a good thing to say. Let's not forget why we're here, and it's for Madison, and hand her a mic.
Okay.
So that she can say, and then she goes, "You're a liar! I remember him!"
Power cycle. That's that other guy, right?
I wouldn't be able to humiliate a person on live TV.
You do it.
Or I can do it.
What you doing?
Yeah, I guess I should do
No,
this.
we had to say this. If you want to humiliate him, it's like, I think you're getting too involved in your own political career and forgetting the important things, the children, and hand her the mic.
I think you're getting too involved in your own political career and then forgetting what is truly important, which is the children. Why don't you come up, Madison, and say hello?
Devious nurtures.
Crap, I sucked
Attacking,
it.
presumably, his corruption.
Yeah. That's nothing.
Cool. He has 4 twos. Which is going to go well for him in a minute. Because the crowd buys the lie of the police's heroic standoff and putting down a power cycle in a shopping mall during the zombie apocalypse.
I
Realistically,
raise my hand.
basically it makes the crowd, him look better to the crowd. You get handed a microphone. As he will say, the children are, of course, why we are here, which is why I have dedicated so much of my time and the city's resources to improving the school system that was left horribly underfunded by the previous administration.
Anonymous donor gave us the money.
You could could say that.
No, wait, it's not anonymous. What's his name?
Yeah,
Mac
this
Jaffrey.
foundation.
I thought Mac Jaffrey gave us the funding.
Notorious criminal Mac Jaffrey.
No, just say this foundation.
South American warlord.
Just say the foundation.
I thought that foundation.
I thought the Jaffrey Foundation gave us that money.
And the
Someone else
military.
gave us that money.
Could do that.
There's a press conference and everything.
Tedious honesty.
Yep. So that would be.
Okay. Pair of sixes.
Oh, he's rolling garbage. Unfortunately, he has a master deck.
Boom.
He has a high enough pool.
Fair.
So he has 3 10s.
Pair of sixes.
Nice. The crowd is looking like they like him quite a bit.
Bad for us.
It's actually fine. Just jump into the fight, and then we can take care of him in many a way.
It looks like the crowd is starting to fall on his side.
Well, I don't know what that means or what I can do.
Basically, if you actually want to make the mayor look bad, you have to sway the crowd to the opinion that he sucks. He is trying to sway the crowd that he is awesome. And he's just sort of... he's moved it slightly in that direction. So...
I don't know. Any of the
yes,
bad
the Jaffrey Foundation. Owned by Mac Jaffrey, of course, notorious South American drug warlord.
What's his own
Why?
background?
Oh, why the Fearsome Five would choose to attack the evidence warehouse containing the evidence against him, we can never really know for sure, but I think it's pretty clear that
Didn't they say
They
it was
must be in
about
league
the
with
panda
one
that he
another.
had in horribly abusive conditions?
you could make that argument.
Yeah.
That would be devious
Now we're getting political.
nurture, I guess. Yes, he will talk about notorious South American drug warlord Mac Jaffrey and how it is only because of the Fearsome Five that they were unable to put him behind bars where he deserves to be. And clearly, this indicates that he was in league with the Fearsome Five. So he is going to be rolling devious honesty, actually.
Yeah, I don't know what to do here.
Actually, it's devious corruption.
I mean, the whole bringing down the mayor thing is more so us being a supervillain group kind of thing.
Yeah.
Don't necessarily need to do that right now.
Yeah, which is why I'm like,
All right.
I don't know.
He has trip 10s.
Okay.
What do you got? Nothing? Alright. The crowd is just starting to cheer and clap for the mayor and shriek desires for Mac Jaffrey to be lynched. And the mayor at this point is going to say, and although I can't be certain why a notorious criminal like Mac Jaffrey would want to support an institution like the Brighter Futures Academy, I think it's very telling that since his endorsement, supervillains have been crawling out of it left, right, and center. So, do you want to try and defend against that at all? As he is currently trying to get public opinion against the school where you work.
Yep. It's also a place of a horrific accident.
Well, where's this happening?
It's a press conference.
You could say, I can see this as part of your entire agenda to break down the school, considering you didn't help protect the school in the incident whatsoever.
So there's no reporters going to be asking.
And that'd be a corruption attack, I
So
assume.
there's no reporters going to be asking about the ghost.
Not currently, no.
Maybe I could get them
Not a
someone
good
to
time for
remember
that.
asking.
It's getting way too convoluted.
Yeah, there's
Currently, the floor's not open for questions, though. That might happen later.
You could just like push him or something.
I was gonna say, like, okay, so what I've
You
given
could
them
also
as
use telekinesis to fuck with the mayor, is what I meant.
Yeah.
If you're in the crowd.
punch him in the groin.
Yeah.
Pant him.
you know, maybe have his
Okay.
mic shut off at random intervals,
Yes,
or have the volume just distort. Like,
I am going to steal his pants. Sure.
In ghost form?
No, I have telekinesis.
Not steal,
Oh, yes,
not
okay.
steal his pants. Just,
Rip his pants off of him.
Just
Yes.
like pants
Now,
him.
since I would just get a +2 bonus, but I'd still be using patient grief for a steal.
You roll telekinesis. He, meanwhile, is attacking the credibility of your school.
I would, yeah. Do something, guys.
Pair of sixes.
Don't know what to do.
You're my demon,
The
help me.
school.
Like I said, I'm like, you could say that this is clearly part of his agenda to bring down the school, especially considering he did nothing to help support the school in its time of need
He has
with
4 threes.
the zombie
We
incidents. What do you have?
were.
Pair of sixes.
Pair of sixes, alright.
We
So
were.
the crowd just begin chanting the mayor's name, as he appears to have gotten public opinion heavily on his side, when abruptly he is spun upside down by his pants. He manages to grab his belt in time to prevent him from coming off entirely, but he is now being lifted into the air, at which point the crowd begins screaming.
I save him, or you save him.
That would be good.
What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna save him.
Actually, her
Doing what? Vanishing his pants?
Yeah, but I'll like catch him after that, and then it'll be humiliating. And I saved him from an unseen attacker.
As he is hanging upside down by his pants, holding onto his belt desperately, he gives his final speech about he continues to give a speech.
You can snap his neck.
About how supervillainous attacks will not stop him from protecting the city that he loves so dear with all of his heart.
Yeah, that was what I was afraid of.
He's rolling devious deceit here.
You can banish the mic
Pulling out
from
my
his
gun
hand.
and scanning the crowd
I
with an arm
tried
held out to catch the mayor.
Give me cunning espionage.
Pair of trip 8s.
Wow. Actually, you don't have to fucking roll. He's invoked, and you're invoked.
Oh.
Oh, hey, look, Glinda.
Banish the microphone.
No, I just pull on the microphone to try and get him to come down.
Trip 6s, targeting your deceit. The mayor's giving a speech about how he will not be swayed by supervillainous antics.
I'll break the microphone.
Sure. Telekinesis.
I would have to roll a width
Set of 4.
greater than 4.
Or higher than
higher.
6 with 3s.
Well, yep.
Roll
He's gonna die a martyr.
No, he's breaking the microphone. He's not killing him.
Well, we'll see how badly he rolls.
That's why. I'm just like,
Just let it happen.
but I'm there.
Grab the microphone.
I want to.
And do so.
Actually, just said
I'm setting aside
Like,
one
I
for
grab the fucking mic and try to pull him down because he's
Sure.
hanging on to it.
Give me open endurance, I'd call that.
Oh, yeah. Trip 6. Not natural, but still, I got a trip 6 as well.
No, but endurance. Nothing.
Nothing. Trip 6, I will say your action is easier to do, so it'll go off first. The microphone shatters in his hands, exploding into little bits of shrapnel, burning his hands somewhat. Ah! As he screams in agony. The crowd is running around in a panic. That reminds me. There's a thing that happens when crowds of people panic.
Collateral damage.
Yep. Yeah. Nothing yet.
I soulless materialism the cord.
Why?
To do what?
And try and grab him. Pull back down.
You can just grab him and try and pull him down.
If you do it, I'll allow it. I'll just play along.
Pull him back down.
I tried to calm everyone down with my babble and saying that there is a wardrobe malfunction and we need to multimodal reflection sorting the.
No. What you should say, the fur is here.
That's not babble, though.
No.
Anyway, you can roll me open endurance. As the telekinesis cuts out and the mayor falls on you.
Actually, no. I just used devious deceit to tell everyone it appears to be just a wardrobe malfunction. There's no need to worry. Calm down.
No, it's. I think it's
Floating upside down.
No, don't play
Difficulty
it down.
5, man.
Don't play it down. You can't play it down because that just makes you look like you're ignoring the issue.
Well, I'm trying to get people.
To calm down, I know. but-
Babble him.
Babble will work.
You could babble him into like.
Man, I got nothing.
It's
The
like.
mayor falls on you. Slide in endurance to cowardice. He's quite heavy. Whoop. Ah!
Alrighty.
Saved your life.
Alright. Task force. Hey, Glinda.
Yeah?
Give me devious deceit. Or cunning greed. Either one.
might lose both the pitching balls.
Pair of ones?
Fair
Wanted
ones,
to
they have
get
pair
this
threes.
done so I
It
can
occurs to you a
find-
bit too late to act panicked in the crowd of panicked people, and some policemen notice that there's a girl in the crowd who seems utterly unfazed by the events going on.
Have you been to my school lately? We've had stuff happening.
Might work.
Memory
Who knows?
manipulation.
You can't erase memory. That's why I said you shouldn't call the power that.
Fair.
Anyway, a number of police officers are making their way towards you.
I got
They
tripped
probably haven't
once
gotten a
for-
good look at you, though.
I've gotten tripped once for my babble babble.
Alright, sure. Several of the crowd are staring at you kind of confused.
Yep. And, I guess I'm attacking knowledge.
Well, you're attacking a crowd. It's a mob.
What was the thing for sneaking?
Cunning greed. It's like cowardice if you want to just run like hell.
That only gives me 1 extra dice.
It's a 50-50, though.
You're right. Hell will make me look like that would make me look like I'm guilty.
Perhaps your demon could be persuaded to give you a master die.
What happens when I give him a master die?
He gets a master die, but he also slides whatever sinister tactic he's rolling. He slides 1 point to its virtuous opposite.
Okay.
Most demons are loath to do this unless they're getting something good out of it.
What's your main? Devious?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Who trusts you right now?
Her honesty's full.
Okay.
What you want to be looking at is for ways for her nurture or honesty to get knocked away.
Okay.
You need her to lie.
Would you like a suggestion?
Yeah.
Go join a street gang.
Go join a street gang.
Well, I already know someone. Oh my god, I haven't talked to him yet.
Fair.
So if you agree to join a street gang, you can get a master die.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, you're under no obligation to keep this promise. But that might lead to some hostility between you and your team.
Got a pair of 10s.
Alright, you evade them. Disappear into the crowd. And you slide a greed generosity. Anyway, as the crowd is panicking and fleeing the area, you realize there's still an important thing you haven't covered during this press conference.
Ferret, treat you it. Yeah.
Cameras are still rolling.
Alright.
For audio record there, I was waving.
Yeah.
Obviously, the ferret has gained control of another one of Kirby's fine citizens. I challenge him to a duel in the FBI warehouse. He so carelessly attacked so many months ago.
Challenge issue. Yeah. Do you just like drop the mic, walk off stage amidst the crowd of panicked people, overturn a burning car? Because there's always an overturned burning car.
Oh no, I'm carrying the mayor and kicking bystanders out of the way.
What are you rolling to try and carry the mayor? Because he's not willing to let you carry him for no reason.
Oh, are you alright? Do you need me to carry you?
No, I'm fine.
Oh. You need help with your pants?
Drop him flat out. No. Just pulls his pants back on. Cowardless supervillains hiding in the shadows all the time.
Do you have something bad that you can plant on him right here? Your chicken gun.
No.
You used up the cocaine during the basketball game. If only Madison hadn't burned that trunk load of coke.
Yeah.
But then I'd have to carry it.
It comes in a car.
Can I swipe? You can swipe his phone, or I can swipe his phone.
You could steal his phone with a cunning greed roll.
I don't have any cunning greed.
It's just the banish.
You have 5. That's not bad. Not great.
Yeah, I don't want to get caught stealing things in front of
In
live.
front of a live camera.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
Alright. If no one else is doing anything, that will conclude a scene. Or several.
The school becomes defunct because of this.
Apparently public
It
opinion
would
is against the
become-
charter school.
It would be defunct for a lot of reasons, okay?
So, I don't know if I get any points.
We are the worst PR ever.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is humiliating, but I think that counts as...
You didn't humiliate him, he won.
Yeah.
It only served to further his agenda.
Vivian's
of
definitely
hating charter
minion.
schools.
Well,
Made some minions.
I don't know.
I would say probably made some minions.
If you had space for deceit, you could get betraying and mocking someone who trusted you. The mayor did trust you until you fucking started doing that.
Yeah.
Who, me?
No, him.
Yeah.
He thought you were on his fucking side.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Which includes you, by the way. Not sure.
What?
She say what?
I just mean you can make arguments.
No, it's the same scene.
Is that a humiliation of by like wedging him in front of a crowd? No.
Again, humiliation, if they're mortal and you have superpowers, usually you're not going to be able to proc that. Like, you have to go pretty hard to actually do that.
I did get a humiliation for tripping a woman up in a bucket.
That's it.
Yeah, that was before I read the book. Before I found out it's supposed to be way harder than that.
That's it. Yellow?
Looks like I'm turning to torture
You could...
for cowardice gains.
Run there.
Real easy to get that. Just, here we go!
Yeah. Good work.
Especially as a criminal vigilante.
I might join you on one of that cowardice into endurance.
Anyway.
Torture for stats. Torture for stats.
Nice. Anyway, is anyone making any repentance arguments?
I have no idea.
Losing a conflict that costs you suspension. Did it cost you?
Yeah, the school.
Both of you could proc losing a conflict that costs you substantially.
Yeah, but I don't need more endurance or courage. I mean,
You get telling a truth that
No, endurance. It would gain you endurance.
You're gonna have to come
but
by.
you don't
Cowardice to endurance.
yeah, I don't need endurance.
She ducked actually telling the injurious part.
Helping someone with no expected gain.
I don't think what you did was helping.
No, it was helping. But I don't know if you had no expected gain. Because I don't remember if he'd started talking about, if he'd started attacking the Brighter Futures Academy yet.
He had.
Yeah, yeah.
He had yet, then no. Because that's the school you go to, and it's your source of food.
Is showing the fact that I hate the mayor telling a truth that's injurious to my interests.
Yes.
Yeah.
Extremely injurious to your
Die
interests.
anyway.
Die.
Well, die. Maybe. Actually die, depending on whether you fuck that roll up or not.
You know what? I can go as MC Justice and be like, this corrupt mayor has let this city degrade into the pit of
You don't
failed
have
the
any
city. Yeah, no, and then just punch him out. You have failed this city.
Hockey stick.
Perfect.
He's just like, ow! You fucking hurt. You're like, I was supposed to knock you out. Try that again. Ow! Stop it!
Maybe this will help. I pop him in the leg.
Anyway.
I'm gonna Green Arrow it, murder the mayor, and then become the mayor.
Did I demonstrate mercy by protecting someone? I try to help the mayor.
Yes, actually. He is a guy you don't like.
Alright, so that's gonna be my plan to deal with the mayor. You have failed this city.
Why don't you just sleep with his wife or something?
He's done that before. Look where it got him.
I mean, I already have the fix for it, though. It's fine.
Speaking of, a police officer drops by your apartments to escort you down to the clinic for a medical test.
I had made the device.
Yep, you have the device.
Alright. Okay.
Your brother's the guy. What's going on?
It's some paternity test.
Paternity test. What? What did you do?
Clearly, I slept with somebody.
Who?
Something wolf. I don't know.
I don't remember her name. I didn't ask.
I want to see if he knows who that is.
That's 11 have 2 eyes.
That's actually too many dice. He doesn't know who that is.
That's not 11 have 2 eyes.
Was she hot?
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Well, we'll see if I'm the dad. And then,
We'll see after this.
I'll tell you after this.
yeah. But, see you in a bit.
So, police officer is escorting you down the hallway. As you see Sandy Miller coming up the stairs. What do you do? She does not appear to have noticed you yet with your police escort. That next door neighbor you have a crush on.
I don't have a crush on her. I'm just trying to become more familiar with her.
Does she have a dog? No. I got revenge on some Sandy. Not specifically.
Does not have a dog.
Wait, so we're going down the stairs.
You're heading down the hallway. You just see her head cresting the top of the stairs.
Okay.
You have a second to do something before she sees you.
I tell the police officer, be cool, she's my neighbor.
Why?
And then he goes, I see why you're in this predicament.
It's like I'm starting to get an inkling of how this might have happened. He just shakes his head at you. He's deeply disappointed in you.
He doesn't know me.
He is going to attack your corruption.
So can I go devious nurture for that? Like, come on, be cool.
Devious corruption, really.
Alright. Sounds good.
He's attacking your corruption.
Parabates.
He's got nothing.
Nice.
He keeps quiet as you make your way down the hallway. Sandy comes up. Michael, what's going on?
We're getting a copy.
This is my friend, Officer Ted.
Yeah,
We're going for pie.
Just a friend of mine from college.
Devious disease.
It's a good thing I'm great at that.
And the officer again just looks at you with like a look of utmost disgust pouring off of him as he looks at you. Like you are beneath the scum on his boots.
We're in Florida, this happens plenty. I have a pair of 4s.
He has 4 8s.
Nice.
Obliterate a point of corruption.
Damn it.
Oh, what did you get?
Pair of 4s.
Pair of 4s? Alright. He goes, oh, well, alright. Hey, is that movie night offer still on the table?
Yeah, sure.
Because things are finally seem to started calming down at work a bit.
I'm so sorry.
Really?
I'm about to break your name, bro.
I'm just
You
gonna.
guys haven't murdered many people recently.
Wow.
It's been weeks since the last mass murder.
I'm gonna.
No injured anyone.
What
They
day
were
is it today?
pronounced dead at the scene.
Is
They
today,
don't go to
like-
the hospital.
Is today like Thursday or something?
Sure.
Okay, I'll say Saturday would be a good day.
Alright. So you are led away towards the car. The police officer gets in the car, he's just like, this fucking job.
I don't know why I need a police escort, but you know.
So you don't run away.
Well, I would have gone.
Anyway, you eventually arrive at the hospital, fill out some forms and whatnot. Then you are set off to go get a cheek swab. Is there anything particularly you want to do, or is it just...
How does the device work?
Well,
Good question. What is the device?
okay. What I was saying before was that it's like his life tracker ring, which is like 20 settings or whatever, how many settings? Let's say 5 to be reasonable. And then basically you just move it to that setting, and then you can contact people, and then that'll take a sample. And that is what it changes me to.
Okay, so what samples do you have?
The police officer?
Your brother?
That'd be fucking amazing.
Yeah, not my brother. That'd be stupid.
But what samples have you gotten?
I'm gonna say a random store clerk that I was talking to the night of I was making it. So like I just
A
went to
dog?
that turned out real weird.
They'd probably get you to retest.
And
Edmund,
yeah, I'll have Edmund.
Student?
how much do you need deceit?
No, it's worse. It's a student at the school.
How badly do you need deceit, active backstab?
That's true, you just lost something.
I got max. Near max to seat. I'm okay.
What?
Honestly, it
No,
seems
it'll-
like,
It'll
Game's
be
a little lost.
and
I mean, it's not like
and
they're
the
gonna-
gang kid. The gang kid.
Who is going to be linked as being the ferret suit?
So
Let's not.
yeah, I got the gang kid. I set it to gang kid.
Nice.
No!
Alright.
Further ruining this woman's life.
It's not changing the ID that it's not changing the DNA of what the kid scans. It's like your DNA that's changing. So it's still not gonna look like your parents' kid.
Right.
Yeah, I think you're
Nope,
just
not the kid.
because you're just putting your ID on record as being
Nope.
his ID.
I will put.
See,
Yeah.
I'm really annoyed that you pointed this out, because I
Damn.
really wanted him to be marked as the ferret.
Store clerk.
Oh, that would have been so beautiful. I would have enjoyed watching that.
Poor store clerk.
They won't find him.
Poor Steve Smith.
Yes.
Joe Dawson.
It's not respectful.
He was the barista at the coffee shop I was getting coffee at.
We brunch.
Depends how many paternity tests are already on file for Steve Smith.
That'll be a D10 roll. So yeah, I set to store clerk.
Alright.
I take the test.
My decoder ring. Store clerk.
After that, you are free to go about your business.
Yep.
And I think at this point we can probably move to the point to... Since I know you don't want to do role-playing of this caliber, I will just say you call the radio station and demand a location change.
Oh, no, I don't call the radio station. I go back to our original radio station. I just pop in. We've established that's a thing we do.
He just
Nice.
recovered from a tragic heart attack.
Hey, I see you take your... I see
You appear.
Yeah, I see that.
He rumbles around in his desk drawer. He reaches into his desk drawer. He takes out a bottle which is now very clearly labeled "Not Dying Heart Pills," big block letters, and takes
Just gonna
one.
come to someone else's show, but sure. I'm sorry, see this.
You don't know what their shooting schedule is.
Who are they
Also, what
interviewing
other
now?
show?
I thought
He's doing his ghost show.
Yeah, fucking scratch it. You show up in the middle of the ghost show,
it's like,
just as he's talking about the ghost bank robbery.
Does he just talk about the show, or is he pretending to be like live on the air?
He gives reports. He gives after action reports. He tried recording on. He sometimes records on location.
He's like, hey, move on.
But what? Ah! Ladies and gentlemen, a specter has just appeared in the studio.
It's amazing. Never mind.
Just grab the mic and be like, "No, this is the ferret."
Why are you here, specter?
Well,
Do you remember your life?
Okay. Sit down, shut up.
Wait, is that a...
Body control.
Yeah, gotta make it a thing. We're establishing powers.
The TV is the studio. I got a pair of mates!
Nice. Sit down, shut up.
Not a ghost.
He starts writing something on a pad and holds it up and says, "Do you know you're dead?" Question mark.
Not Bruce Willis.
And then in brackets it says, "Please repeat the question into the microphone because I seem to have lost the power of speech."
So wait, what did you say when you
Ignored.
challenged?
The warehouse at this time.
Just say you're not
Yes.
foolish enough to
This is-
fall for one of my traps and that you're changing the location and date to...
This is the Amazing Bouncing Ferret. Yes, I will accept your challenge.
I'm assuming it's tonight is the time. Yeah.
Stolen my lackeys, but I'm not gonna meet you at some warehouse. No, I'll meet you at Sandy Crack Beach in about 5 minutes.
Yeah! Screw you, Lieutenant Smash. Why would the teleporter give you any, reasonable amount of time to go somewhere? As far as he's concerned, that's plenty of time to get anywhere.
Yep.
It helps reinforce that he's delusional.
Yep.
And he did mind control on live radio.
Yep.
How long does
Too
that
bad
take to
doesn't
wear
work
off?
over the radio.
At the end of the scene. Anyway,
actively backstabbing a friend?
How is that actively backstabbing a friend?
he knocks him over on his ability to get there in time. I'd allow it.
That's what.
Well, that's whoever her
Two
demon
deceit.
is.
Okay.
What is your deceit anyway?
3. So
I'm not her demon, so
Corey.
I'm just getting ready.
He can't see.
That's
past
one you
it.
want me to have.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see how much space you have.
Plenty. Do it.
Yeah,
Space for
sure.
3. And I will put it to max.
I need some honesty. Not badly.
He's still got enough insightful moment.
No, the real reason I need it is because I don't have any of my kids left.
Nice.
But
Anyway,
anyway, so the scene's.
so
Has the scene concluded?
that will seem to conclude, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
As has Michael's little short scene there.
I'll leave you.
Corruption to nurture.
Losing that conflict with the police officer.
Corruption to nurture is admitting to a wrongdoing and trying to make up for it.
My bad.
Did not do that.
Cowardice to endurance.
Losing a conflict that cost you substantial didn't cost you substantial.
Damn it. Nothing then.
You just lied to wait, let's see.
Yep. You were just low-grade, generic low-grade evil.
Yep.
Anyway, so now Lieutenant Smash needs to get to Sandy Crack Beach in 5 minutes. How do you do it?
Get a jet. Parachute down from the jet.
Do I have to get there? I don't think I need to.
By the way, that's what I do after is I go to the beach to get set up. Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend some time making the gear.
Well, I'm running. I'm definitely running. Taxi!
Throw money at him.
A cab pulls to a stop. Where to?
Sandy Crack Beach, and hurry!
In 5
The fate of the
minutes.
city is at stake.
If you say so.
And then he asked you where you're from.
How much is the fate of the city worth to you?
The mayor will pay. Any amount you want.
Send my bill to the
How
mayor.
much is the fate of the city worth to you? What kind of tips you looking at here?
Send my bill to the mayor.
The one you publicly shot down in the middle of the
never
press
mind.
conference?
Yeah.
Somehow I don't think he's going to stick his neck out for you there, buddy.
To the military.
You're a sharp taxi driver.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Throw money
He's
at him.
moving. He's just driving at a normal pace.
I was gonna say call the military dude and get him to get you a helicopter or something.
That would have been faster.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shame.
I said jet.
You could roll cunning generosity to pay him off to go faster.
Yeah, sure.
See how much cash you have on you.
You'll probably end up getting a.
8.
Pair of eights? Sure. You bribe him, he floors it.
Yeah.
You'll probably be joined by police escort.
No, all the police are going there, and then they just find the speeding taxi, and then they're like, "Oh, he's speeding!" But then they
No,
look
I
at
mean,
the sign, and they're like, "Oh, okay."
I don't mean like a police escort as in
Yeah.
police trying to stop them. I mean police escort as in they might go ahead of you with the sirens on.
Yep, probably. Eventually, the taxi skids to a stop along with a couple of police cars.
Yep.
At Sandy Crack Beach.
All right.
The reporters are already there.
Yeah. Here's your tip.
Ferret is not there.
Do we do
Trevor,
the deed?
Trevor, I would like it to be said that I spent the time waiting to conjure the scuba gear.
Sure.
That it would not me to be in the moment.
Should we all be there?
Are you already out in the bay?
Yeah.
Floating around underwater? Yeah. Contemplating frogman-like thoughts. Wondering where your life went so fucking wrong.
Perhaps I'm nearby eating popcorn. This ought to be good.
You just happen to already be at the beach. There's a popcorn vendor.
I guess I'm still under house arrest.
I mean, I have a car.
Yep. You're sitting on the hook.
I don't know if I am or not.
You're with Captain Smash.
Am I? Because then I have to like just get out of the way and drive.
Oh, good point.
Anyway.
I think going to the showdown with the
Probably
ferret
not here.
is probably against the whole purpose of you,
Not
being.
getting mind control. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I could use it as a puppet.
Yeah, but I know how to fight against it.
Yeah.
Remember? So that might be a showcase of that.
Anyway, I would say she's probably not there.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm out of game. I'm debating whether to either be like, what the hell took you so long, and try to get some humiliation in, or showing up as Fallout Boy. That was the original plan. So was Fallout Boy,
Yeah.
have him outed as the ferret.
Yep.
I would probably okay. The ferret.
You can still ask him what took him so long as Fallout Boy.
As you get out of the taxi.
Yeah.
The ferret is not there.
Yeah.
What do you do? I'm out of breath from climbing out of that cab.
No.
Man, that drive really took it out of me.
It's the
Okay,
radiation
never mind.
sickness.
Really took it out of my wallet.
Unless you're just vomiting with motion sickness after you get out of
He
the
vomits fluid green, like glowing.
I straighten up my cape and walk up to the police chief and
Fallout Boy, before you get there, Fallout Boy hops in. If I have to roll teleport, I will roll teleport. So go like, oh, Major Smash, I got here as soon as I could. What took you so long?
who the hell are you?
I'm your sidekick Fallout Boy. We fought together before. Remember? At school.
Oh, you're the fanboy who can't get my name right.
At least good. Wait, do you not know this guy?
And then I guess now I will have myself as the ferret. I apologize.
I hope Fallout Boy comes with a mask.
He has a hood.
Yeah,
Okay.
and a mask is already part of this thing. And he's got the ferret under costume one.
I thought the plan was that Lieutenant Smash pulled the hood back and the ferret mask was
Oh,
under
yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
It's like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Ha!
Yeah.
And then you just laugh uproariously.
My God, it's Ferret!
Yep.
The police are going to pull guns on you.
I will teleport stuff away.
Okay.
We can just tell them that don't shoot. And then
No, I'm teleporting away.
Trevor,
with
I
my
set up the
two
boat,
fly
yes.
and no open.
It was my job to also set up the boat along with the guy. Yeah, okay, I did that.
I'm teleporting out of police shooting range, but not out of Captain Smash coming to chase after me. There are 3s, apparently, is all I get on that.
that goes off first.
Shooty.
I think something's missing. Something round and globular.
Something fake Bob-like? Yeah.
That's hidden somewhere here, right?
No, but
Well, I wasn't responsible for making
Conjure.
it, so.
Yes, conduit person who is currently
so
several miles
I
offshore.
believe you did get it somewhere though.
We did.
Yeah,
Did it not be
it's
on
a
the
yoga
boat?
ball that's been spray painted
Black, yeah.
and has a
So
clock
where?
next to it.
Wait, where'd you put it? Or,
Probably in the shed somewhere.
Yeah.
Can I teleport into the shed?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll teleport into the shed.
There's a guy who looks quite the worse for wear. One of his legs is broken, and it appears he's tried to twist his broken leg out of the restraint tying him to a chair. He is now flailing a broken leg, trying to get the chair to top over and break.
knock him out. Knock him out.
Sleep!
There's a yoga ball, spray painted silver in the corner, or black in the corner with a clock duct taped to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, sit down, shut up, and stay quiet.
What?
Okay.
Wait,
It works,
Stay, stay
yes.
still,
That's
shut
fine.
up, and be, yeah. You know what I mean. I just wanted to freeze. And,
Yep.
Yeah, stay.
He freezes there.
Whatever. Okay.
His eyes bore into your soul with sadness.
Grab the bomb.
No. You point it like Bob. You explode.
He is going to try and attack your corruption. He didn't get anywhere though.
Yeah.
And now
The
members.
gangbanger's not great at rolling devious nurture.
I'm gonna teleport out with the bomb.
Sure.
Again, preferably somewhere where I can get shot.
Or the Bob doesn't die.
Because I just shot deep
Shoot. Well, this is awkward.
You can amorphous blob around it and protect it.
Fair enough.
I got a fair knife. To teleport somewhere advantageous.
Don't shoot, she has a bomb!
He has a bomb.
He has a bomb.
Devious deceits.
Yep. It had like epic lighting and everything.
There's Evans.
Epic spotlights.
Just standing out up underneath.
Beats their fire, so they hold their fire.
I can't afford to get shot again.
You're holding a big preposterous bomb. It says bomb on the side of it.
Ferret, you mad fool, what have you done?
What are you about to do? Ruined all my plans by taking Madison from my control, my grasp. Yes, that. Thank you, helpful citizen.
Don't.
Oh my god. Okay.
I think you mean grasp!
It's just some guy. The audience.
Yes. So now
Pat
I
yourself on the back. Roll.
That hurt.
Stop. My arm doesn't bend this way normally.
If I can't have my way, then I will have my revenge.
So wait, who's
For I am the amazing
who's bringing the boat out?
No one currently.
I thought you were on the boat. No, the boat's at the dock. Just jump in it and
Why is the body not on the boat?
because
Yeah, you've gone off script slightly is why.
I think
You're
what's gonna
supposed to grab the bomb, mind control him, and tell him he's powerless to resist you, and you're going to get him to go blow something up.
Oh.
I think
Well-
And then he'll demonstrate that he's resisting your mind control. You go, oh, son of a bitch, to try and teleport away.
I think what you
And
can
then he
do.
reveals that he put a tracking
I think
device
what
on
you
and
no, I think what
shoots
you can
Make him
do.
take the bomb.
Okay, so
Yeah, I can still make him take the bomb.
what you can do is have him punch you into the shed. You get out of there. He grabs like the bomb and the kid. The kid, it's like I'll save all of you. Hops in the boat with the two, drives off, blows up. We're
That
good.
also works.
Do a Batman finish. It's fine. So
He's our
Did we
mission
get the
control
kid dressed
underwater.
up appropriately?
Yeah, we did.
No, he's your.
Okay, we did. Okay, yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm like, I go like, you fools, fix it like this.
Okay.
You guys fucked up hard.
Man.
Okay, I tried to review the plan.
There's this great movie called The Mark Might.
Anyway,
So the plan is, I try to mind control him, take the bomb. And I was like, okay, you there?
Yeah.
Whatever we're calling you over the radio.
Yep.
Just tell me what to do.
No, I think it's like, no, I'm not going to blow this fair city up. You are Captain Smash. Blow the
I
fair
shall
city
use
up.
you as an instrument of my revenge. Ha ha ha. Am I actually mind controlling you, or do you have you?
I don't think it's necessary.
Come, take this bomb.
Yeah, I think that's at this point we're just rolling devious deceit to see how accurate we are.
You can both give me devious deceit. You both get +2 advantage, so you theoretically work this out in advance. I'm not giving you +3, dude. You're
That's the one. I have one. Did I get anything?
You got 8.
Aha, I've got trimates.
Quadruple 9.
Jesus.
We're very good at this suddenly.
Hey, I actually have this.
Can you
Yeah, your characters are doing a much better show than you are. Yeah.
Hey,
Sorry, that was mean.
hey, I
Fair,
have,
though.
I have
But true.
said
there?
I do not.
Still mean.
I do not take offense.
You do sometimes.
Not to this one.
So Lieutenant Smash Zombie walks over towards you, and then just perhaps suddenly goes, "Surprise! Punch!" Yes.
That is exactly how to resist.
And then you leap backwards through a wall of a shed.
The bomb?
No, you drop the bomb.
Okay.
You go like, boom!
But it's now
Flies out of your head. And then he just catches it.
Okay.
Yep. I pull out my gun and aim for the person in the chair.
Sure. You mean
shed,
sly
shed.
cruelty.
No,
+3.
tied to
He's
the chair.
literally tied to a chair.
Yeah.
I will. I guess
So, let's
teleport
see.
out of the shed somewhere that I yeah.
Teleport somewhere else.
Where you cannot be seen.
Yes.
You could teleport into the water.
You can teleport
Come get ya.
invisibly.
Cruelty.
Good.
I
Sly.
don't have enough stats.
+4 for my gun. And then you said
You might want
+3.
Your gun's +2, isn't it?
+2. +2
It's
for
a
you.
+2
Yeah, I'm gonna go
gun
with
with a +2 demonic attachment.
They don't add together. It's a +2 gun.
Oh, it's just like straight. Like when you build the gun, the demonic advantage is just the straight advantage.
Oh, okay.
It's just from now on. That's how we'll be rolling that.
It's not going to matter in a minute.
I was gonna say,
It's
are
like
you
not
gonna
like he can
fight
use
this?
it again later after Lieutenant Smash is dead.
That is true. That is true.
Well,
It's going to end up in a museum or something.
You could steal it back though.
Oh no,
The
bomb
problem
has
is it's kind of
activated.
distinctive.
well, we could say it just washed up on shore, and my new character picked it up.
It's your new character.
Or I could use my.
You could also just let it go to a museum and then steal it later.
Yeah. You know,
It is
the
priceless.
Blackadder technically wasn't had nothing to do with the nuclear attack.
He's associated. It's the
He is
problem.
very associated.
Okay.
I think the press is currently going with the assumption that he's dead.
Yes.
Okay.
He's disappeared.
Look, I was in hiding. Once the ferret was threatening to nuke the city, I was Audi 500. Okay. I'm not.
Like Indian.
Kill him.
I'm done.
Okay then. Yeah. So
You want
that.
a cult shot for a 10? What's your pool at anyway?
Okay. I'm
shot for
doing the
a
math again. 2 sly, 3 cruelty, weapon bonus, and then +3, right?
Yep, so you're at 10.
So I'm at 10.
So call shot for a call shot for a 10.
Okay.
Set 1, remove another die. For a cult shot.
Because we do want murder.
Yep.
It's pair of twos.
I got trip 2s.
Nice. You graze him.
Okay.
And a great echoes.
Yeah, this great, massive, begawking squawk that echoes the area.
Yeah.
He's slightly hurt.
Okay.
You could just walk in there and strangle him.
And then do it again.
Die, you vile monster!
I was going more with, or just walk in and shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
That works. Point blanket.
It looks less impressive.
Point blanket.
You aren't gonna hurt anyone anymore.
Play out. Alright.
So, yeah.
So the kid just
You shoot him. Quickly untie him. Did you teleport away, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm invisible, so,
So,
I can
nice.
do whatever the hell I want.
Should I roll Devious Deceit again to see how quickly sure. See if
The bomb's about to blow! I must away!
pair of tens.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm able to. He looks like a very nice corpse.
Yep.
And also very blown.
He looks like a very unrecognizable corpse,
Yeah.
but in a very recognizable mask.
Yeah.
It conveniently blew off and like black off his head, like Daffy Duck. He shot him.
So I'll take a look at the bomb, and I guess should I roll Devious Deceit again? or-
Let's just say that's what that
I
was.
must away! The bomb's about to blow!
The
Yeah.
bomb is
Can't disarm it.
Yeah. Can't disarm it. I run to the boat at the end of the docks, hop in.
Hot wire it.
Yeah.
Hot wire it.
Yeah,
Hot wire it.
It's
Yeah.
you fiddle around under it for a second.
Yeah.
Do you give a closing speech?
Remember me fondly, and the mayor sucks!
Yeah.
Give you a master die to whatever role you want to do for that. If you specifically call out the mayor for sucking.
Well,
None of
I'm
this would
still.
have happened if you weren't such a wuss.
Yeah, that.
I don't know. I'm already getting a +1 cruelty for killing a guy in cold blood.
I'm giving you a master die. I'm giving you a master die to throw the mayor under the bus
Yeah.
as the hero who's sacrificing himself for the city.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right.
Alrighty then. Would have happened if only you hadn't been so corrupt.
Yeah.
Alright.
If you hadn't been so corrupt and incompetent.
And then drive off.
I do this for Kirby, not its mayor.
Alright.
All right.
Not its illegally, crookedly elected mayor. It's imply there's voter tampering.
Yeah.
It's Florida. It's not a hard sell.
And now we have to go make that an actual thing.
Alright. Your boat speeds away into the distance. Now the important roll. Some kind of roll to get out of the boat and hide before it blows up.
Yeah, I guess that's cunning greed.
Sure.
Or patient greed, because I planned it ahead of
Probably
time.
sly cowardice. But
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
how
sly cowardice. That's a good one.
I feel like I'm watching all this from my house in this car.
yeah, visible. The police car is like slightly heavier, slight dent in the roof.
I'm assuming there were some news crews who went to the beach, considering.
There's no
several,
wanting
yes.
things.
A pair of ones.
Nice. You just barely roll your ass out of the boat just as it explodes by. A section of propeller skips off the back of your head.
So basically, I get out, I'm alive, but I'm completely unconscious, and it's only if he's able to save me.
You're floating in the water. There's just burning gasoline all around you. It's like the opening to Bioshock.
Sharks.
Sharks approaching. What do you do, Michael?
I go get him and give him
Man,
a...
there's a lot of fire and sharks over there.
Beauty the sharks. No, I
There are no sharks. Are there?
Sharks in Florida? Fuck yes, there are
Yeah.
sharks in Florida. Where's the freaking...
Yeah. Alright,
They swim upriver and everything.
I'll go get him, and out on the way I'm going to try and summon a harpoon gun then.
Sure. Yeah, so they're fire-loving sharks.
They're drawn
Pair,
from light.
pair 10s, I got it.
Alright?
So I'll fight off the
Yeah,
sharks to do
spear
that. I swim up to Edmund over here and give him a mouth. I give him the mouthpiece to breathe.
Shark comes over and tries to bite you.
All right. So sly cruelty.
Yeah,
Sure.
why not?
What's the weapon advantage here?
+2, I'd say. Okay. Wow, that is a hungry shark.
I'm picturing hungry hippos except with sharks.
Instead of goblins and marbles, they actually touch them.
Pair of 9s.
Trip 10s. Sliding courage to cruelty as a shark chomps on your ass.
I have no courage to slide.
Slide it
Open
over
to
the
slide.
slide.
Yep.
I need to get some hope.
Anyway, you managed to get him away. A shark, towing a shark behind you, clamped to your butt. Off!
Didn't I got pair? Didn't I not kill it with pair of 9s?
Well, did you have more than one set?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Then you can shoot it. It goes away. The other sharks chase after it and eat it.
I also had a pair of 4s.
So with that, you escape to somewhere up the shore. I assume you undead ringer.
Yep.
You regain consciousness.
Yeah, I would remain underwater until he's like, okay, we good? Alright. And then we resurface.
They're not mistaken for Cubans, are they?
Taken for Cuban refugees
Who are
immediately
white.
deported.
White Cubans. Nice.
Those rare white Cuban
Yeah.
refugees.
One of them's a British
There's a ginger!
One of them's a British Cuban. Like, super weird.
Our tour guide was a ginger. And he was 100% Cuban, and we're like, no way, man, no way.
Nice. Anyway, the fireworks seem to have ended. People are now just sort of interviewing other people on the beach.
Well, I'm going home and going to sleep.
Alright.
Or we meet.
But are you not going to listen to what they're
We can go home.
Okay, fine. I'll
The deed is done.
make sure that people watch the-
we may go
I
home.
just want to make people watch the show.
Currently they're talking about Lieutenant Smash driving off in the fire explosion on the horizon. And wondering whether or not Lieutenant Smash has perished. Most of it's just typical 24-hour news cycle speculating at this point. If you wait around long enough, eventually the police send a boat out and find flaming wreckage.
Realize I should probably do something more invisible since I'm paying a whole patient for it.
The police also find the body in the shed, dressed as the ferret, and bring that out, throw a tarp over it, although the cameras do get a couple of shots of it first. They haul that away to the truck.
Is there anything to steal nearby? Probably not.
Lots of stuff. Police cars,
I'm gonna
camera equipment.
go away so I don't accidentally step on somebody and be outed as, oh no, the ferret's here, we're invisible.
That will conclude the scene. Alright, you guys can make your arguments.
I killed a shark.
You did kill a shark.
Does that count?
Yeah.
It doesn't say person. It says
Yeah,
for
it just
killing.
says killing
That's
something.
successful in my efforts.
Is it cold blood?
No.
Oh.
Biting you on the ass.
Damn it.
So, do I get the cruelty or the cowardice?
Oh, yeah.
Cowardice means I get a sly. Cruelty means I get just
I
one.
don't think
You want
I
cruelty?
don't think you get the sly for that. So I'll give you
Killing
the
with
cruelty.
a death trap? I'd argue that kind of counts. It was a
Oh, no, no.
ridiculously
Oh.
circuitous fucking
Yeah.
murder.
No, I mean because I taunted the mayor and I have 5 cowardice.
Oh. I see.
I don't think you get this. Do you kick it up?
If his cowardice is 5, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you don't have anything in honesty, or no?
I'll give you
He
the
can have something in honesty.
No,
I'll give you the-
If he has
thing is-
max cowardice.
I'll give you the slide. By the way, what was the role you made to denounce the mayor?
Oh, yeah. I guess that would be devious corruption.
Sure. Yeah. You got a master die on that, by the way.
Okay.
So
I'll
just
also give you +3
+3.
for Lieutenant Smash's last words.
Okay.
So just add a die to whatever you want.
Yeah.
If you have a master die, can I point out why are you rolling the 3 wit advantage? Add it to wit, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
You have a master die.
Oh yeah.
Just roll your normal pool.
Yep.
Master die whatever your highest number is, and then add 3 wit. You have a 5 wit.
Okay. Yeah.
So take off 3. Yeah, there you go.
So
10. You have 5 tens.
5 tens. Yep.
5 tests.
Mayor looks real bad.
Yes.
Was I successful in my efforts to gloat?
So dangerous. Why are you doing that?
Oh, that's how you go again.
Excellent. I'm taking gloating unless you object. If you object, I will stick you with this pin.
Wow.
Does that count as cruelty?
It's interesting. You're the one who's always like, I don't like PvP. I'm totally fine with direct threats to other players, though.
I don't have problems.
No, it's
I don't like.
PC versus PC. PvP is fine.
Well, you didn't necessarily win in victory, though.
What? It's for gloating.
I mean, that's a fair loss.
So yeah.
That's true. You weren't really gloating in victory.
Okay.
If you give me the
Gloating
cruelty,
and then got defeated.
I go to
But
slide.
he was
So-
not defeated, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not your primary. Your primary is.
Was
You can't give me anything to do with that.
he was defeated after.
What do you want?
You're not gloating
Yeah,
in
okay, just
victory.
do it. Cruelty.
I did not make the guy my minion because I captured him and made him my
The
hostage.
only thing I actually did.
Hostage.
Ruining a hero? You
Right.
did kill Lieutenant Smash.
Guess what? Guess who has 4 points in his fucking physical stats again?
That's ruin a
You
hero.
killed Fallout Boy.
I don't think that counts.
No.
Yeah, Fallout Boy wasn't much of a hero.
You can tag cowardice to endurance, though. You lost 2 secret identities.
Still pulling.
Oh my god, that's awesome. So Vivian just gave me the tag for cruelty for the kill, and that kicked it up the slot. Yes. Yep. And then I protected him from the shark. That would kick cruelty over to courage.
Yep. So then you would end up with 4 cruelty and whatever courage.
Yes. Yes. Awesome. Guess who finally has 4 points back in his physical main stats? Yeah. Only took like 20 weeks. God damn it.
Still pulling that as a kid out.
Ain't getting it. Anyway.
Nothing else.
Alright. So with that, some days pass. Memorial retrospectives of Lieutenant Smash run almost 24/7 for quite some time.
Alex Jones still believes he's alive and on the run because he doesn't want to be court-martialed for shooting the ferret in cold blood.
Okay.
Conspiracy theories.
Nice. Yeah, probably a few of those. Who's likely to be awake in the morning and watching TV? You don't have a TV.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing with your hand up, Captain No House?
If this is down on Thursday,
Radio.
I have practice on
You have a radio in the car, but this is a TV show.
I sleep in
You like
Art does not have a
the
TV.
you like the reruns. If that only goes on Thursday, I have
As
practice.
teachers, we definitely would be up early watching TV and then getting as we got ready.
but-
Allow me
as
to
you
phrase
guys-
it differently. Who would be likely to be watching morning news television programming?
Already established.
Yep.
No.
All right, the Good Morning Kirby Show with Petey Dunlop and Kath Morrison, who are talking about Lieutenant Smash's courageous death, when they're interrupted abruptly when a giant talking buffalo covered in obsidian spikes smashes its way through the wall of the set. Amidst the scattered, startled morning hosts, the giant man buffalo, or Muffalo, leers one eye into the camera and delivers a speech. All right, Kirby, beastly energy here, coming at you from the brands of justice with a message to these punk villains. Time's up. Zombies in the school, putting down a noble American hero. Hell no, can't be go letting that gun done that way. Beastly Energy and his friends done had it up to his horns with this nonsense, and the brands are here to help the kids. Get yourself ready, punks. We're coming for you. And you know what they say, you ain't down with the BE, you gonna get sleepy. At which point he politely turns around and flexes his rippling buffalo muscles, or buffsicles, before adding, sleeping permanently. In case that wasn't clear. I'm talking about dead.
The cat is a kid
At which
or a
point he
villain?
runs off screen to the trademark guitar whale of the energy drink brand of the same name. The station quickly cuts to commercial, also for Beastly Energy brand energy drinks.
I'd like to ask my demon while that is going on the TV. I'm like, do you know that guy?
Yeah. I mean, any of you can also roll patient or cunning knowledge.
I actually have a decent amount of knowledge.
I gotta wait for this.
A decent amount of cunning.
I don't have a TV,
No, you don't. Perhaps you should steal one.
but then I won't have
Do
cable.
I still roll?
I
Pair
have a
of
pair
nines.
of 10.
Pair of nines.
Do I still roll?
A pair of 10.
If you're watching the show.
I am not. Yeah, nothing. No,
Pairs of nines. You know who the brands of justice are? That is Beastly Energy.
For Beastly Energy brand energy drinks. He is the man who often turns into a buffalo, sometimes other animals. He is a member of the Brands of Justice. They are a superhero team made up with a varying roster over the years. Members show up or go away as different companies sponsor heroes or members die in battle. The current roster consists of Beastly Energy, X-Rocks of X-Rocks Office Supply, Foot Soldier, Captain of American Footwear, and Gamer Girl, the Bell Personnel Computing spokesmodel. X-Rocks, you got those of you who rolled nines. Also know that X-Rocks has a sidekick named Low Toner, who is a little person that premiered in X-Rocks' ill-fated television show, X-Rocks' Adventures. While not being cruelly exploited for comedic relief, he's been known to serve as the group's public spokesperson while they're out patrolling. In the last 10 years, the brands have lost 2 members to death in battle, 3 to suicide, 1 to a scandal, and 7 to market fluctuations. In that same time, the team has arrested countless thugs, crippled 3 criminal masterminds, and killed a total of 9 supervillains. Notable battles include the Farmers Market Massacre of 2004, the last stand of the Red Admiral at the Shelby Yacht Club Cantina, and the infamous Not Lovin' It incident where Kid Nefarious was mashed into paste using a 3-story tall metal fast food sign repurposed as an enormous cudgel. Apparently, they're coming for you.
Who are they coming for?
Do I count as a kid or a
The
villain?
supervillains in the town.
Thank God I'm not a supervillain.
Yeah,
Ish.
thank God.
Ish.
How do we know if they're coming for us?
Well, Madison is a publicly known supervillain.
Yes.
Even if she was mind controlled.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Who knows?
Maybe we'll get co-opted.
The Black Adder is apparently still at large somewhere.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to be like targeted for.
Who knows?
Yep. Oh, God. All right.
All of you, those of you who have cell phones, except you, actually, you would not get this message, have a voicemail from Toxic Asset telling you to call him.
Does he have our numbers?
He appears to have gotten them.
Okay.
So I'm not going there.
I grab one
I'll just let one of you go.
as I head to school.
I would like to call him.
I'm gonna grab one of the many burners that I have and just give him a call.
Sure.
Hey, Michael, can you bring me a new order?
He seems legitimately concerned about something. He says he has some bad news for you.
Okay.
But he's not going to tell you for free.
Okay. He
All right.
wants to get out.
He needs 2 dots of generosity to put towards his charities before he will tell you anything about dire prophecy or knowledge. He will assure you that this is a discount rate, and he can provide good advice if you pay.
Any recommendations on where to get this generosity?
It can come from any of you.
Or
I have
you know,
2 points.
You could just skip a step.
Yeah. Pay your demon directly. I guess maybe.
That would be promising something, but
Yeah.
I have plenty promised to my demon as of yet.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
I'm asking Toxic Asset, with the superheroes around, what do you think is the best way for us to get this?
Well, it's just 2 dots. I can.
I literally cannot afford anything.
I have 2 dots. Like, how badly do we need it?
I think plot prophecy is useful.
Okay.
Just saying.
Yeah, no, I think we should go there for other reasons.
What?
Huh?
So, who's going to chip in a dot of generosity?
I have 2.
I have 2 too.
What do you guys got? 0?
0.
Wow.
I technically have 1, but I
Linda has
actually
2.
have 0.
Yeah, but I'm not part of this conversation.
We can call you on the radio.
He doesn't get an email because he doesn't know who you are.
We can call on the radio. We can just call you up on the radio.
Actually, you would
or cell phone.
because it's George's phone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I tap on the radio. It's like
He just mass emailed his contact list of Fearsome 5.
I tap on the radio and let you guys.
I hope it's not called.
It's addressed to your mom.
I got nothing.
I have morning practice. I will see you later.
Literally nothing.
Hey, Georgia.
Hi? This is not... My mom's dead. Who's this?
Are you a superhero? Are you possessed?
Wrong number.
Wrong number.
So yeah, I guess
Certainly
that's
inquired
me
to your
and
team.
Best way to get out of a phone call where you asked for the person who owned the phone. Wrong number.
Yep.
But you asked for my mom directly.
He's already hung up.
Call him back.
So you had the right number. She's dead. I'm
You
sorry.
call it back. He doesn't answer.
All right.
So I guess it's me and Madison spending the generosity.
You can.
I would help. Literally nothing.
It's okay. You can pay us back later.
He's weirdly suggestive.
Money.
I don't owe you people anything. In fact, you would owe me stuff for all the horrible, horrible things you've done to effectively me.
Hey, I'm under house arrest right now, so.
I will tell you, one of you could make the demon deal. You will get different information from Toxic Acid than you will from your demon. Toxic Acid actually knows some extra stuff.
Okay.
So I think we'll each chip in 1 generosity.
Sure. All right. Once you wire the money to
How do I wire this money?
I'm an
Someone
accountant. I'll
does.
figure it out.
You contact Mac Jaffrey. Listen, could you wire some money to this accountant? I have this sack of blood-stained dollar bills. Could you turn this into wiry money and send it here? He's just like, yep. That is a thing I can do.
So, by the way, I think as MC Justice, I'm gonna steal a bunch of drugs from gang members and sell it to Mac Jaffrey.
That'd be an interesting side job.
Yeah.
So who's talking to Toxicast out on the phone?
I guess it's me because I'm the face of the party.
All right. Sorry about that,
pain.
man. I mean, I can't work for free in my position. I've got debts to pay. You know what I mean? But I've been following you guys on the news, and I've got some old friends that still owe me a lot of favors. And well, you guys are headed for a lot of trouble, or more specifically, trouble is heading for you. So my old contacts have it on good authority that the Brands of Justice are coming to town, gunning specifically for your crew. They don't buy the dead angle. I'm pretty sure they know you can shapeshift, and I'm pretty sure they know you were Lieutenant Smash. More importantly, apparently, from what some of my contacts in the ME's office say, a couple of their research team showed up to get access to Power Cycle's autopsy report, and they overheard them talking in the parking lot about something not adding up with it. So they might have realized he's not dead.
Wait, how do you know he's not dead?
Oh gee, I wonder.
Calm down.
Maybe because I know Power Cycle's not a homeless man with a heroin problem.
Damn.
Give me some credit, man. Anyway, listen, these superheroes are anything but. Some version of their roster has been running the best scam in the business for years now. That they've even chosen to notice you means they either think you're a threat to their business model or an asset to exploit. Either way, they're going to try and kill you. Look, these guys make their bank on product placement. If you're new to advertising, that means they get paid per exposure of their brand, with bonuses according to the estimated positivity of that exposure. When a hero in a movie drinks a brand of soda during a throwaway dialogue scene, that's about $1 million. More if the movie does well opening weekend. But if a hero uses that can of soda to do something important in the narrative, like knock out a bad guy, you're looking at more money than the salaries of everyone in the Kirby School District combined. These guys, though, they are real-world heroes fighting what people think of as real-world evil. Their costumes are made up entirely of logos, and their names are branded entities. When they get in a fight, their companies pay them for every panicked cell phone video somebody posts online, every mention of their name on Twitter, every mention of the battle in a news cycle. The bigger the fight, the more money they make. And if they can get filmed killing a full-blown supervillain, that's a jackpot. They get a huge pay bonus for that. Trisky Deca was kind of hesitant to hurt anybody for obvious reasons, but we loved kicking these pricks around. There were 13 of us. We scared them off every time they tried. You guys aren't bringing nearly that much muscle to the table, though. You're inexperienced, and your national exposure is way too high. Plus, the brands have been picking off little groups like you guys for years. Killing you is going to be their retirement score. Now, if I was them, I'd try to figure out your identities first. In Madison's case, that's not going to take long. Then, I'd use my powers to frame you for a series of crimes so awful, it will make you look like the most evil bastards on the planet. With the public whipped into a frenzy, I'd use the secrets gathered from your real identities to lure you to the most public place possible. Baseball games, state fairs, something with a lot of people with cell phones and cameras. When you show up, I start the biggest superhero fight the world's ever seen before you can say word one. I kill you, get a nice big photo op with your broken corpses atop burning rubble you will be blamed for, and collect the biggest, fattest check of my life as footage went viral. If it was me, that is. So, look, just stay home. Alright? That's my advice. For those of you who can, keep your identity secret. Remember that it's all about exposure and brand positivity. They'll go away eventually if nothing's biting. They'll probably engineer some disaster anyway to lure you out, but just stay home. Just because a bunch of other people are going to die doesn't mean you have to join them. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Just try to stay out of it. So long.
So you're saying we should kill Madison?
I leave that to your judgment. He hangs up.
Salute.
So, thoughts?
I'm going to practice.
Sure.
Guys, why is it so quiet?
I'm going to reschedule for the movie night for today, but I'm going to ask if the kids want to come along. And then show my great generosity towards and taking care of my kids. along
They're
with
not
the.
actually your kids, though.
So fucking creepy though.
Yeah, no.
Invite a bunch of kids to your apartment.
No.
No, we're going to the theater. We're going to the
Okay,
theater.
that's less
We're going to the
creepy.
theater.
Or you could like
Still
organize
kinda-
a fundraising movie night at the school. Where
Yeah.
Because you don't
Yeah.
pay to see the movie though, because that would be illegal. They pay for the snacks that they're buying.
Well, no.
While
What
they
I
watch the
what I was figuring was like, hey, actually Saturday's not working out for me, and tonight's probably the best night, but I have to work with some kids as well.
Yeah.
Like, would you mind rescheduling and the kids joining us, and then I just be a good guy?
That's a tough.
Give me devious nurture.
That's a tough play. I'd rather go with movie night. At the
Fundraising
school.
movie night at the school that you're supervising, and then you can show off how
Sweeter.
good you are.
And less creepy. Don't.
Fair nines.
Fair enough. Nine's a sign up. You can get her to agree to go with you.
Cool.
I'm worried about what they're gonna frame us for.
Oh, you have no fucking idea. I'll give you a hint. Bad shit.
You need to like stay around people.
So that means one of them is a shapeshifter, right?
Who knows? Anyway, as you arrive at school early, you find a couple of your teammates are talking excitedly about something. Oh, hey, did you hear?
You're what?
The Brands are going to come to the school and put on some kind of show.
The Brands of Justice? Are
Yeah.
here?
I haven't been to
Great, because we need more super-powered shit happening here.
You should be excited.
awesome.
You should be excited.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
You
the
look
problem-
down and you realize you're actually wearing America brand footwear.
Okay, yeah, to be fair, yeah, they're very cool. But we've lost our gym, what, 3 times now? Think about when you see them on TV. Where do you see them?
Fighting bad guys.
Yeah, fighting bad guys in destroyed public areas.
Yeah, bad
And now
guys do
they're
that.
coming here to our school. Oh, never mind.
Fighting.
Whatever, yeah, no, it's very cool, that's awesome. Let's get practice, let's work extra hard on our practice this morning so we don't have to, maybe if we, so we'll be all done when the Brands of Justice show up. I'll try to encourage them into working harder.
Yep.
You gotta show off for the Brands of Justice. That sounds like devious nurture.
I'm not at the school.
Yeah, I guess I'm taking a page out of Madison's book and really cracking down on working on my lesson plans and whatnot. You know,
You've actually been relieved from house arrest with the ferret's death and various crimes being pinned on him. You have been exonerated for the time being.
I'm spending as much time with my roommate as possible. If they want to frame me, I want a cop to be my alibi.
She's not a cop.
She's at the
police
jail.
He's a cadet currently.
Police worker. Somebody affiliated with the police force, yes.
Do I have a GPS tracker on me like all the time, please?
Naturally, I'd be at the school.
You can make one with that.
Like an ankle monitor.
No, like it's the police because I'm a liable offense.
Yeah,
just
like an ankle monitor.
yeah.
You might have an ankle.
You're no longer under house arrest, but you still have an ankle monitor that's expanded radius to school and like elsewhere.
No, it just tells them where you are.
Yeah.
That's glorious.
As long as they don't like take my leg,
They can spoof the ankle monitor.
probably.
Can't you just banish
I
the ankle
remember
monitor?
that the show where the guy gets an ankle monitor and he desperately wants to go to the bar and saws his leg off and saws off the wrong leg.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh my god.
Remember that.
Sounds
I'm a little
awful.
confused about something. Why would they put an ankle monitor on someone that is known with banish?
Good point. They probably wouldn't bother.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, that means
Oh, well,
they
actually,
can spoof the ID somewhere
If it mysteriously disappears, or she gets spotted without it, it'd be a parole violation.
Yeah.
Plus, it could just have a heat sensor, like for
It might
like,
sense
for-
vital signs.
Stay with,
Yeah.
stay with like people who can see you too, just in case. Again, they spoof.
You banish it onto a puppy's neck. Not strangling it.
You just need to get a puppy about the same length.
I don't think
Okay,
I
apparently
managed
Madison
to
is moving very fast downtown. He's going down Broadway. He's going down. I can't see her. I can't see her.
She must have got invisible.
It's like, oh, close out. I think we hit a dog. Oh, she's dead. What happened?
Oh, Madison's dead somehow.
Madison was shapeshifted into a dog.
Anyway, so as the sports team is winding down their practice, The rest of you arrive at school. What are you guys up to?
What's
I'm
my
going to the
school life
cafeteria.
like now?
It doesn't take long for both of you to hear the news that the Brands of Justice are coming to the school. You two faculty members are also informed of this.
I'm excited, and then I'm like, wait a minute.
They're apparently putting on some kind of show.
I'm making sure to stay in public as much as possible.
They said the magic word, free.
Alright. I guess since I'm probably the AV guy around here too, I'm gonna get the stage and whatever set up.
I feel like
they're
could
actually
just,
doing that themselves.
I feel like they could just invoke
You could loiter
us.
around and try to spy on them.
Yeah.
They could force something.
There's some roadies and grips
I don't like it.
setting up the stage
I
and
would
whatnot.
try to get out of school.
I go. I'll inquire about the kind of equipment they're using, and like.
Just nobody show up in vote.
Actually,
Or
it
you just
doesn't
going
matter
for like,
'cause
I'm
voted.
just
So,
innocently
yeah.
interested as a fellow tech aficionado kind
Yes.
of thing. Sure, give me a devious nurture. Okay. See if you can weasel any information out of it.
Do they like
Pair of
invite
fives.
me on
Pair of
stage?
fives?
I swear.
You find out they have some pyrotechnics set up. They have set up a fake section of wall where one of the holes in the gym wall was.
Yep.
They're going to have like beast of energy smash through it as part of the performance. They also, however, more interestingly, they tell you that they have got 4 wireless mics set up for the members of the Brands of Justice. Okay. And you're wondering like why they need wireless mics specifically.
All right.
They're probably going to be moving around a lot.
Yeah.
They're gonna be certain. No, because they can.
They're gonna be
sense
looking-
invoked.
That's why you don't
So
evoke.
that's why
Yeah.
we're not going in vote.
Pro tip: don't invoke.
Also,
And you also find out that apparently it's more than just a show. They're going to be hanging around the school all day doing various events.
Okay.
They're just gonna be pestering me all day.
It's basically going to be a day off for students functionally.
Okay. So yeah, I'll go over to Edmund and be like, hey, so here's the lowdown,
Maybe we'll see.
and
Stay in public as much as possible. Be nice. Be friendly.
all right.
hey, Madison,
I think people will be suspicious.
any
if I
of
was
them
nice.
Someone make a deal with their demon that's not me.
I open my door to the D&D kids. I like, all right, come
Sorry,
in.
what am
I'm
I
going to
trying
be
to
in
say?
here working on the curriculum, and
What
just
were you trying to say?
They go back to doing their
if any
magic
of them
deck testing.
confronts you in public, ask for their autograph. Be excited, be a fan.
Well, yeah, I will. That's why I was like, I was excited, and then I'm like, oh yeah.
Wait,
Boy, they're gonna try
it's
and
so
murder
nice to see like people who have.
Weren't you the biggest fan of
powers
Trisky
use
Decca,
their powers.
I was a fan of superheroes
Hopefully
and
they
Villains.
can
villains.
con them into giving their jobs.
I like both.
all right,
I'm familiar with both.
all right.
Okay, what is my school life like now?
Some students are interested. Some students avoid you, not all of them. Some of them pester you with questions constantly and/or requests. See aforementioned, could you help me beat up some guy who owes me money?
I'm assuming she's banned from all sports activities, though.
She is restricted from sporting activities, yes.
I don't get to go to the gym. I get to sit out.
You can use the gym.
No, but I
You can
get.
participate in gym class. You can't be on a sports team.
Banish is a little bit cheaty.
Just fucking a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. However,
Well, they don't seem.
yeah.
This is probably how palpably evil was probably.
You find out some of the events that are being planned by the various folk. There's some video game tournament. There's some sort of party mixer thing. There's some kind of physical fitness test kind of thing, like a sports test kind of stuff going on.
From those guys?
Yes.
The brands are putting on, yeah.
Yes, for the students.
Okay, that sounds cool.
So, Glinda, is there anything you're doing during your school day?
I'm going to be as inconspicuous and boring as possible.
Captain
It doesn't matter what
Terrorist
I
for a
do.
mob.
Doesn't matter what I do.
Right, give me cunning espionage.
I fail.
Nice. As you are making your way towards the bathroom in the middle of one period, someone punches you in the back of the head. Hurts a little, but it looks like they didn't get quite a very good angle on it. So they just sort of shoved you.
Who was that?
There's a guy behind you.
What was that for?
Son of a bitch. And he's going to try and punch you in the stomach again.
What does he look like?
Bulky guy.
Scream for help.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to scream for help.
Sure.
Run to the girls' washroom?
Give me
Don't
devious
run into
nurture
the
to scream
closed
for help.
washroom.
I said girls' washroom.
Don't run into the closed washroom.
He's gonna try and
Run
take-
into the public hallways. where all someone has to do is come out of a door, and you can't get cornered in it.
Let's see, trip 4s.
He's got a pair of 8s, so you scream for help. He hits you in the stomach. You can slide a courage to cruelty, and then he is going to
Kill us by normal means or
And
kill
then
us in the big show.
he is going to run away. What do you do?
Well, I'm not going to chase him, that's for sure.
Right?
I am going to report whoever's face that
Does he
was.
look familiar, etc., etc.?
No. You don't recognize him. He runs off down the hallway.
Security cameras.
Yes, it does.
Alright,
Some guy in a hoodie.
wait, there's that security guy that wanders around this place, right? A police officer or something?
The one who's currently in the hospital still?
Well, wasn't there one that replaced him?
No.
No?
Did anyone come when she screamed for help?
After a while, yeah. Some people show up.
I was
What?
assaulted.
A teacher eventually turns up. What's going on?
Some guy decided to punch me.
Oh,
Back in the
no.
hallway.
What face was it? Do you know?
You don't recognize him.
I don't know who that was.
No idea who that was.
It was like a student size or
It was a student.
some
Some
student
guy in a hoodie.
Some guy in a hoodie.
Yeah. Well, she tells you to come to the office.
Need like a fail-safe camera.
You are carried off to the office.
I'm gonna see Dr. Moose.
The nurse checks you out for a while. Determines that you are A-OK.
Okay.
Couldn't resist.
I just got it.
What's been a while.
Anyway,
Whatever
reviewing the
his name is.
security footage, they find a fairly bulky kid in a hoodie, but he keeps his head down. They don't get a shot of his face. Eventually, he heads out the back door. I'm not sure who he was.
I believe it may be this. Oh, I'm not involved. Damn it.
No, and you won't be.
They were trying. I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to get me to retaliate.
Could be.
Or it could just be somebody completely unrelated.
It could also be that, but I highly doubt it.
Yeah. Not
You know who's a
suggesting
loose end? Timothy.
Yep. Clearly, he's behind this. That scrawny kid with a broken leg.
No.
Masterful assassin.
Not that.
All
but,
a ruse.
but he's too,
He has suspicion on
Yep. Anyway, I hang around that kid.
Who, Timothy?
Yeah.
You can hang around him if you want. He spends most of his time in the library.
We need to shut him up.
What?
We need to shut him up.
Okay, now you're jumping to conclusions too.
He will. Michael's voice.
Are you trying to covertly spy on him?
Or
No.
are you trying to like.
Or are you just like blatantly hanging around him constantly?
Blatantly.
How are you going to be like, maybe if we can prove that there's a super venom here, they'll impress them.
You sit around in the library, pretending to read a book while he's doing some homework. Glances at you occasionally.
Can you do my homework too?
Eventually, he packs up his books and starts leaving.
Okay.
Do you follow him?
Bye. Not this time, I guess. I'll let him go.
He heads off somewhere.
By the way, you're free to use your powers. They know you are supervillain already, so.
I
You
know.
might get in trouble if you throw powers against a student or something, though.
No, I mean like put your books in your locker, just going bump.
Yeah, you can do that.
Parlor chicks.
Animate paper clips on your desk.
Well, you can only do that once.
Actually, no.
Per
That
thing.
way I would know who they are. Yes.
True. I mean, if you do invoke, then you'd be able to know who else is invoked.
Yep.
And you're already out. So you can just straight up just
So
invoke.
I'm already like the loosest end that could possibly be. If I play up my PR to be good, they might not kill me, or they have to.
I'm gonna go talk to the broken leg kid.
Sure.
Yeah, they're only going to try to
Could
kill
track
you
it
after
down.
they framed you.
What for?
That's the whole
Yeah, and
point
be like,
of
oh, I was gonna ask him, be like, so I've heard from some students that you're asking questions about me. Is there anything you want to know?
No?
How? What student said this?
Who said that?
Because
That's true.
like seriously, who said this?
Because I don't think they would. She would have. Because Linda tells us nothing. Okay.
Also, Glenda's not there.
I know that I'm trying to
unfortunately
figure out
also-
where he's getting his information from, because it certainly isn't me.
Jerry doesn't know.
Yeah, he
I
never
wanna know
told
this then.
Yeah, Glenda never actually told you.
This does not happen.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
You actually know nothing about his investigation.
Great teammates.
Yep.
This is why we don't
Fantastic.
include you. No, I'm kidding. I'm terrible.
She raised the point. Neither do you. Only Glenda knows about that.
I'm sorry. I didn't do anything.
She just happened to be in the room.
Anyway, eventually, first period rolls around, and there's an assembly called to the gym. Is anyone pointedly not attending?
I'm sitting with other people from my team.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm attending.
Standing in the background.
Okay. Addison, are you attending?
I kind of have to, don't I?
It's not mandatory.
Like, I want to see it, yeah.
Alright.
Some of us shouldn't be, again. Is
Again, I make myself very obvious. Hey kids, hey Brian, how's it going?
If we're outed,
I'm
we're all outed, and then
absolutely
we just
creepy how nice I'm being.
supervillain ID.
It's very out of character for you.
Yeah.
Anyway, the show opens up with some loud music playing, fancy spotlights, and pyrotechnics as a man buffalo bursts through the wall with a large cannon mounted on his back, which begins firing cans of energy drink on little parachutes into the crowd.
I'm gonna read the ingredient list.
Ow! It reads like an energy drink.
Maybe on a hard study mode.
You get mango mash flavor. X-Rox turns up, clad in his skin-tight leotard, and begins performing gymnastics while duplicating himself with the help of his patented man scanner, which is a giant photocopier-looking thing about the size of him, which he stands in to copy himself, and which then begins making copies of himself, which begin dancing around.
So he has Legion.
Or a device.
Or a device
Or a
that
device
copies
that mimics
Legion.
it. Finally, Low Toner appears, and the show begins. The group begins acting out an anti-drug sketch. Low Toner is playing a super serum drug dealer who is mocked and derided by members of the brands, using some of the most tasteless heightism jokes imaginable this side of ADA legislation. The kids seem to be enjoying it, though. They're all kind of shitbags, most of them. The message is largely positive. Don't inject yourself with radioactive chemicals offered by strangers.
okay.
Can't lose our teammates to supervillains.
All of you can give me a cunning espionage roll.
I fail.
There are two.
10 high.
Nothing.
Air Force.
Alright? Nothing.
Nothing.
Air Force.
Okay. None of you notice anything amiss. You can all give me patient espionage now.
Nothing. We all
Here, wait.
I'm talking with teammates.
Pair of 10s.
Pair of eights.
Pair 6.
Air 6.
Okay. Those of you who got a set, so everyone except Amber apparently, you notice a man in the crowd who shouldn't be there. Officer Garcia.
Oh.
Who's supposed to still be on sick leave. He's sitting in the crowd.
I go walk over to him.
Glad to see you out of the hospital.
Yeah, it's nice to see her out of the hospital. How's things going?
Oh, quite well, quite well. Fantastic, in fact. Good to meet you. What's your name?
You know my name.
He's got a big old smile on his face, at which point a spotlight highlights on him, and he grabs himself and pulls his skin off, like snap pants, revealing a man dressed in a brightly colored blue uniform and his foot soldier. Apparently he has Dead Ringer.
Yeah.
Hi there, Captain of American Footwear. Damn good to meet you. He grabs your hand. I'll catch you later. He nods. At which point,
cunning espionage that.
to what? Figure that he probably thinks you're got superpowers he's playing to kill you later?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
You may have just made the list of people to investigate.
Because he's glad to see that his...
Because he spotted the Dead Ringer.
Okay.
He was scanning the crowd and not watching the show, which is an odd thing to do.
I should have done that.
I'm a teacher.
I
Yep.
should have done that.
I'm a teacher.
Anyway,
I'm the scapegoat here right now. Next scapegoat is me.
the crowd goes wild at the surprise guest. He compliments you on your keen eyes, at which point he begins entertaining the crowd by lifting bleachers filled with students, much to their delight. It appears he has super strength.
This stranger my drink doesn't smell.
Oh, it goes everywhere. Even if yours doesn't, everyone else's does.
Even less impressed.
At which point, X-Rox comes up and he says, "Now, I understand there's a very special person in the crowd tonight. Madison, come on up here."
Yay!
A spotlight hits you.
I go up.
Now, Madison, We've heard a lot about you on the news over the last few weeks. Are you ready to take the test? To go on the straight and narrow? To become better than you ever were before?
Do I have to?
Wow. X-Rox passes it off with like a laugh and a wave. Oh, that's adorable. You should know you can elevate yourself beyond the dregs and misery of villainy and lift yourself to the role of a hero.
That would be good.
Now, we understand you have some special powers. Would you like to demonstrate them for the crowd tonight?
I can make your gut disappear.
Oh, God. Yeah, really nice on that whole reforming thing.
I can potentially make your gut disappear.
That's an interesting trick I'll have to pass. How's about you make this large, colorful ball disappear? He tosses it to you.
Okay.
Roll banish. Where do you banish it to? That'd kick things off real quick.
The air.
Why don't you banish it to one of the other teammates' hands? Like one of
the other brands.
One of the other
Put it on his head.
Sure.
Okay, so there it is. And it's the first one, so I get 2 more, I think. But they all know, because it's not a surprise.
No.
Maybe you want to investigate the ball first?
It is a red rubber ball.
I mean, they're not gonna blow her up right here and now.
It is a
There's no point if I'm
it's
gonna...
red and blue and it has
Is
a
it
white
gonna be a
stripe
trap
on
that
it.
triggers
Looking at
when
it,
I
you realize it's a
vanish?
Pepsi logo.
Like, if they kill her now, like, they're killing a kid in front of a crowd of people.
There it ends, yep. The ball disappears and appears on X-Rox's head. He turns slightly, so it positions the Pepsi logo perfectly towards the assembled crowd.
Nice.
He's very practiced at this. As you invoke, however, you do detect 4 people who are invoked. Foot Soldier, Beastly Energy, X-Rox, and someone who you don't see, but is in the room. Apparently invisible.
I look like I'm looking for someone.
You know there's only one who isn't here, and that's Gamer Girl. Apparently Gamer Girl can be invisible.
Okay. Like, come up. I say, you're all here! No, just that'd be terrible. Loudly. Say it loudly. So you're all here? I guess.
Why would she say
I don't think
that?
the public knows that we can sense.
Yeah, but I don't know that they... and they don't, whatever. So there's that. Let's see. Guys.
What do you say?
Okay, we're across here too.
It's like, I'm like, yeah, you're all here.
Anyway, as they more or less ignore that comment.
Yeah.
As they continue on their little show. Eventually it winds down, and they invite everybody to... Beastly Energy invites everybody to a mixer taking place on the track field, just outside.
How they're gonna run my field?
Meanwhile, at this point, Gamer Girl appears in a flash of sparkly light and invites everyone to challenge her in a video game tournament taking place in the AV room upstairs. And Foot Soldier says he set up an obstacle course with a athletics scholarship on the line, just outside.
Team to the field.
With that, the team breaks up. You two are approached by Vice Principal Garst, who tells you that X-Rox is doing some kind of product demonstration for some copiers they're donating to the school.
Okay.
And apparently the principal wants all staff to attend this presentation.
I mean, I was working on my like the lesson plans for so that we could kick up the grades. But I guess all right.
You can give me devious deceit. I assume that's devious deceit.
But you don't want to
Try and
stand
duck
out.
out of it.
Well, I actually was
Well, the
working
vice
on it.
principal's not a member of the Friends of Justice.
I was.
If he's the only staff member who doesn't show up.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
But if this is more important, I guess. There it is.
She tells you, all right, I doubt it's going to be very important anyway. So you managed to duck out.
Okay.
Do you try to duck out?
No, I'm walking up with him.
One of them has to go.
I'll leave it up to you guys what you want to do first. if indeed you want to go to any of these events.
You want to go to the mixer?
To follow the captain around.
I don't know what captain.
Foot soldier.
Captain of American Football.
Okay. What's he doing?
Some sort of test, athletics test with an athletic scholarship on the line.
Yeah, Sebastian wants to do the athletics test.
Well, yes, Baz won't actually be doing the test because he's the snarker on the team because he's not that athletic.
But he wants the athletic scholarship.
Yeah.
So
By the way,
do it.
sorry, by the way, what
What's
I'm
Linda
doing?
doing?
There's the video
Mixer
game.
or
Video game tournament. Apparently, first prize is a laptop. State-of-the-art gaming rig.
You can pawn it.
It's actually Gamer Girl herself's laptop.
Yeah,
highly doubt it.
Don't trust it.
I don't know. Maybe it'll sell well on eBay.
Probably would.
Yeah. Doing like the group practices and stuff like that. Have you been doing anything to try and like raise my endurance, but also participating in the practice?
Not really.
No. I'm not getting any better at the practices. The team is, I'm not.
The problem is you're playing Snarker, so you're not doing a lot. Anyway,
Still doing it.
I'll go to Buffalo's thing.
sure. You can go to the mixer.
Or Bison.
I'll leave it up to you guys which of these you want to do first.
And here we have the...
Sure. Passionate about office supplies, eh? Alright. X-Rocks is in the staff room, training teachers and administrators on their period how to use the new copiers that have been donated to the Brighter Futures Academy. Give me Insightful Nurture
Insightful nurture.
as you listen to his pitch.
I feel like I want to stay the hell away from those things.
Pair of threes. Pair of fours.
We're
Pair of
two.
fours?
We're two. Someone
You
talk
would
to
guess
their
that
teammate.
all these events they're doing are meant to in some way figure out who might have superpowers in the school. But if X-Rocks has some kind of agenda, it's not apparent. He seems too distracted to actually implement some kind of trap. He's talking about copy machines in an almost unnaturally interested manner. Like he's really into office supplies.
I think they're
Like, to a
I may be
creepy
listening
extent.
to a copy here.
Alright, so you're just gonna insert the inkjet cartridge next. It's designed tough, so it's up to you if you slide it in easy or slam it in hard. Go ahead, miss. Really jam it in there. You won't hurt this little baby. It's a natural fit. Then punch those buttons, the right ones, just like I showed you. Yeah, that's it. You know just when you know you're there when the lights go on. Then the copies come gushing out, just an endless stream. 2 reams per minute, faster. I mean, fastest on the market. And there you go. You got your pretty little copies here, all uniform and stacked. They're still warm. Oh, feel how they're still warm? So you've learned something about X-Rocks.
Apparently his copies are really obsessed with copy machines.
Apparently his years of fame and crime fighting have made him a little weird about his products.
Maybe use that to get to him.
Maybe.
Maybe I can try to seduce him.
Maybe Rigger has him.
Oh, Ted Rigger is a photocopier.
I'll hold it costume.
Linda, what are you doing?
I'm going to try to win that laptop.
Sure. Gamer Girl is giving a demonstration to the class about the ins and outs in the video game design industry. You can give me patient knowledge.
Let's see.
I see a pair of tens.
Yeah, it's probably all I really
Yep.
need.
Listening to her pitch about the game design industry, this advice is 100% bullshit. Between the footage she has on the screen and her celebrity status, the code is eating up her pearls of wisdom like, coding isn't important, they've got people for that, what they really want is your ideas. Amidst this spiel, she powers up a copy of a racing game she's been designing. She challenges the class to play against her. She warns that she's very good. If anyone can beat her, she's promised to give them her CBS e-hacker laptop. Apparently her most prized possession. It is widely regarded as the source of her powers, and the basis of her contract with the Bell Personal Computing. Getting a hold of it would probably make her a lot easier to defeat.
And I mean, I will
Currently, she is destroying any challengers who come up against her.
I'm going to ask one of the guys that lost, and it's like, how was it?
Oh man, I don't know. She's really good, man.
She did design the game. Is it possible that
You can give me insightful corruption.
No pairs.
Nothing. Yeah, she seems real good. Do you want to try and challenge her?
Do it. Where's
I'm gonna
Dick
try to go last.
Alright, sure. Just ahead of you, Avon Marks takes a turn. He's something of a goofball and a class clown, but he takes his video gaming very seriously. As he sits down, he starts playing with like just utter unnatural levels of intense focus. He looks like he's physically in pain as he's just hammering the controller as hard as he possibly can, playing this racing game. He's gripping the controller in like a white knuckle grip, twitching, strangling the thing. He looks like he's in pain.
Oh,
You do.
I'll cheer him on.
All right.
Man's got dedication. That's what that is.
You sort of cheer him on, trying to get him to succeed. He loses, and he looks physically ruined, like drained and extremely despondent about this. He gets up and he just like starts walking away sulking.
Can I go?
Hey, you okay? Looks like you really worked hard there.
Doesn't matter anymore. Just
Okay,
wanders
apparently
off.
it sucks up his nurture. Or physical stats.
He's the only one who had that reaction. Everyone else just lost.
So he was really trying to win.
We do know there are some other people with superpowers in school.
Laptop's not that worth it.
Alright, you're next, he says.
Oh, no, sorry, I was just spectating.
No? You got in line, you said you wanted to play.
After
You
that
look
show,
really
I'm
good.
worried.
I don't think I can win.
Give me devious deceit. Or devious honesty.
It's honesty.
No, you can say like after that show, I don't know if I want to try.
I don't want to follow that up.
Yeah.
Paravates. Yeah, paravates.
Paravates? It says, oh, come on, I'll even give you a handicap. I'll give you a head start.
No, that's too humiliating.
Yeah, but if you win then, that'll just be humiliating.
Give me devious deceit.
Just say thank you.
It certainly wouldn't be humiliating. I will give you +2 advantage, though, because it does sound like the kind of excuse a high school student would have.
Thank you, but I'm good. I'm gonna go check out the party.
Air Force. Alright. You say so. More sweet laptop for me.
Can I try? I don't know where I am.
I don't know, where are you?
You can be there.
Okay.
I don't trust that video game. I bet it's a gaming device.
Probably is. I'm in the position to take dives right now.
You are.
You know,
So-
you could do. You could be gaming and then just go animate
But then it would stop the system. It wouldn't be.
No,
it doesn't-
Stop it from working.
for a controller. Just animate a controller and be like,
Haha, depends on your house.
Her controller is a laptop.
well, I mean, I assume that there's like
Yeah, probably is.
console controllers plugged into the laptop.
Probably, yeah. Anyway,
I guess I'll try.
sure.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll line up. Like me, I run into the room out of nowhere.
She is currently at 3. She can teleport, right?
Her? No.
Not me. That's that one.
Yeah. I was saying. if
Gamer
she-
Girl chuckles and says, alright, but I'm not wagering my laptop against Super.
But none of my powers are. I've never played a game before.
I tell you what, I'll give you a copy of the game if you win, though. Whatever format you want.
But I don't have anything to play it on.
School has computers. Just playing here.
You dual games.
Install one. They're donating computers to the school.
Your computer.
Well, sadly, I need my computer.
But then how come you're offering it to those that
Well, I knew I could beat them.
you say you don't think you can beat me?
Let's say I'm not 100% on it.
You're gamer girl though. You're chickening out of this.
Give me Devious Corruption.
Okay. You can do it.
You say you can't beat another super?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna turn on my phone camera.
Come
Is
on.
your brand?
Well, yeah, I imagine she busted in before I got a chance to leave. Sure.
Got pair force.
Alright.
Says, alright, you asked for it. I'll put the laptop on one.
Is your brand so weak you cannot beat me?
Yeah.
That's basically the only reason she heard it. Yeah. Alright.
So you sit down, pick up a controller?
Yep.
I don't know why you're trying. You're gonna lose. At which point you feel like pain rack you, and you feel compelled to lose this game. She's using body control on you.
Yeah.
You can fight through it by obliterating a point of
Body
nurture.
control?
It does.
Yeah, I can fight through it.
Right? Obliterate a point of nurture.
It's just my nerve.
I have been through this before, lady.
That is true.
This feels very familiar.
And then give me a cunning endurance
That's where I
roll.
go, you just used body control on me. Not again, not again.
Straight obliterate.
Oh.
Yeah, straight obliterate.
And cunning endurance.
Oh, out here for the
Cunning
body
endurance?
control.
Yep.
No, I am. I'm like, oh, I felt this. This is very similar.
There's only one other person in the room right now. All the other kids. Remember?
No one else spectating?
No, you went last, remember?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean.
They all left. They lost.
Yeah, they have no.
Why would they hang
They would go to the
around?
other stuff where they
wanna
potentially
see.
could get recording. They go to the other things where they could potentially gain something else.
I got nothing.
Nothing?
Oh, sorry.
I got nothing.
That one.
I don't.
Alright.
If it's cunning endurance, I got nothing.
You're not doing well this year, game.
That's fine.
Give me insightful corruption.
Come on, guys. Here's 7.
It's interesting. Gamer Girl's hand motions on the controller aren't matching what her car does on screen. It would suggest someone other than her is controlling her car from somewhere else, or that it's running off an AI. She's not actually playing.
It's like, are you even? It's like that. Don't move.
At this point, you crushingly lose.
I was like,
The assholes are cheating?
yeah.
How could it
That's
be?
all I know. It's like, oh, see, I told you would win. You had nothing to fear from me.
Better luck next
You
time.
didn't use body control again. It brought back some very terrible
Yeah.
memories.
It's like, but I appreciate if you didn't, bring up some unwanted memories. I don't think they buy it at all.
It's the
No.
only person in the room is with us.
It's the only person in the room.
I know. Yeah, that's right.
Anyway,
Yep.
who wants to go play at the mixer outside? Do you want to do the mixer first, or do you want to do the sports thing first? Mixer, sure. All right. The amphetamine attack. There's a mixer going on in a tent pavilion set up by the Beastly energy drink company, set up in the parking lot. They are discussing the importance of energy for teen health. It appears to mostly be an excuse to play loud music and pass out high fructose corn syrup in a can.
Yeah.
All the flavors of Beastly Energy are represented. Let me see your character sheet, my friend.
Oh god. One of them demon must have one?
Yeah.
No, one is like evil. One is palpably evil.
All of the flavors of Beastly Energy are represented, even the infamously terrible and subsequently discontinued Diet Chili Honey Agave Blast. No one in their right mind would drink such disgusting concoction. The can looks like it's rolled around on the bottom of a factory floor for months. It's covered in rust and grime, but you fucking want that thing. You want it more than you've wanted anything in your life.
I'd like my alcoholism to take over here, and I pull out my flask and proceed to only drink that.
Alcohol.
It's just, you want to drink that so bad. Give me an insightful corruption roll at -1. If you fail, your demon will try to turn on an aspect to get you to drink that. It is a palpably evil, devilish device, Captain Evil Pants. This is where all that vicious sitting bites you in the ass.
What stat is it connected to?
Any sinister tactic above 3.
Nothing.
Oh, yeah. I think we all.
Nothing. Alright. You can either drink that, or your demon turns on one of your aspects.
Giant. That would suck.
More beautiful. Oh wait, no, it's not.
It behooves.
You have to.
No, I pick.
Oh, okay.
Champ.
Even better. It's gonna be giant.
It's gonna be giant, dude.
You have to get someone.
I'll drink it,
Wait, no. Try to manipulate something to.
but
dare
I'm
you to
gonna
drink
I'm
it.
gonna pretend to be drunk and be like, I need some energy.
You're gonna pretend to be drunk at the school where you work
Yeah, no,
while you're on the job.
You got all those nerds that are your
You should bring me.
talk to them and get them to like be like, oh man, you should drink it. Like try to get them to like, dare you into drinking it because you're trying,
Okay. I'd say drink it while you're
Anyway.
beautiful, but either way they
I'll-
see you.
You pick
I'll
up the
drink
can
it. Yeah, I'll drink it.
and take a swig of it. It is disgusting.
Can I try to hide me drinking this?
No.
Oh, he's watching.
You could roll cunning greed to try and snatch it off the counter without being seen.
Hilarious.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, by the way. Doesn't it look so appetizing?
Yeah, wouldn't touch that with a pencil.
Palpably evil. Good people think
Pair
it's
tens.
disturbing. Okay. You managed to snatch it off the counter without being spotted.
Get gamer girls. Let's do some
And
physical and mind control.
you surreptitiously drink it and cunningly hide the can away in the a nearby bush. And you sort of smirking to yourself, thinking you're real fucking clever when your skin starts glowing. You glow a light green. At which point, Beast and Energy looks over and goes, "Oh, you didn't drink that one, did you?" "Oh, sorry, that flavor was actually discontinued. It's a factory defect. Don't worry, the glow's harmless. It'll pass in a couple of days."
Are you sure it's not gonna kill my liver? Because I'm pretty sure any sort of glow is gonna do some kind of
No,
damage.
no, it's harmless.
Why did you even bring a discontinued brand here? I think I'm gonna have to have a conversation with the news about this.
Oh, I mean, looking at that can, it probably just rolled around in the truck. He picks up the can.
Don't fight it. Don't fight it.
Gonna
Don't fight it.
I gotta ask though, I mean, why would you drink something like this? He's kind of smirking a little at you.
I was
You
just
think you've been made here?
No, yeah, no, I know. I just grabbed something off the table. I don't know. I wasn't looking at what I was drinking.
Well,
All
tell
these
you
cans
what,
look the same to me.
as an apology, here, have a free case of Beastly Energy. Whatever flavor you like.
That one. No.
I'm gonna.
You're just like, I will take free energy drinks.
Yeah.
And proceed to hawk them in the school vending machine.
And
Knew I should have stayed in my office. Damn it.
If it was possible for me to do everything, I would.
Edmund is currently listening to the photocopy thing, thinking, "Oh God, I really should have gone to something else."
man, I should have gone to that mixer thing. Anyway, as
I mean,
Beastly
the rest
Energy is
of the
holding
team
this
must be having, like-
ugly discontinued can thing, one of his aides comes up and goes, "Do you want me to take that away from you, Mr. Anderson?" At which point he hisses at him, "Don't use my real name," and tells him, like, hands him the can, tells him to, like, bugger off. Okay, so you got something. His name's Mr. Anderson, apparently.
Okay, Neo.
A man in a suit appears and shoots you in the head.
I'm gonna ask. I just want to take a look at the
One of
can.
the students warps into a man in a suit.
I want to ask if I can take. I need to take a look at the can and see what I just drank, anyways.
He's leaving with it.
Let's look at the ingredient list.
You could try and grab it away from him.
Why not? In for a penny, in for a pound.
Or you could try asking him what was in it. We are
Pair of
terrible.
threes.
Pair of sixes. He is gone. As Beastly Energy actually taps you on the shoulder and says, "Don't worry, I have a full ingredient list in the binder in the truck. I'd be happy to show it to you, along with all the FDA studies indicating the harmless nature of this chemical. It was merely discontinued due to a disagreeable public opinion on the effect."
You glow.
Yeah, it was designed to do that.
Yeah.
It's just people thought it was creepy.
Be your own dice light.
No feeling for you.
Evil barium Kool-Aid. Anyway, Sebastian, you're off at Foot Soldiers Street Athletics.
Watching all my
True to his patriotic image, he is administering the president's super fitness test. Gym classes all day to promote regular exercise and, by extension, athletic dues. There are a series of obstacle courses, weight tests, flexibility tests, sprinting, stuff like that. All sorts of various things like that. Would you like to try and compete in them? A number of your team are also
I was
competing.
gonna say, encourage my
Oh, they're all-
teammates to do it. I'm gonna watch.
As are several other
before
teams.
I'm gonna watch the other teams that are going through, try to figure out who I should try and coach for my basketball team.
Sure. You're
I'm not gonna
not
participate
participating?
just yet. Not yet.
Right.
I'm still finishing off my energy drink. I'm still listening. I've been nursing that for a while.
Give me insightful knowledge.
shockingly, I got a pair of 9s.
Nice. As you're watching people run through this course and inevitably fail at it, you realize most Olympic athletes could complete some of the challenges the later tests demand. He actually acknowledges this as he introduces the Circuit Each class, which is why he's offering a scholarship to anyone who can complete it. Teachers are also allowed to compete and earn the opportunity for their students. You're pretty sure it would be impossible to complete the course without having that hideous strength, which is probably the point.
Yeah.
However, you notice something else. Foot Soldier looks slightly relieved every time someone fails.
Every
Yeah, like he's glad he hasn't found a helmet.
Okay.
Different
Not
motive.
sure why though.
Doesn't want to do it.
It's as though he's not looking forward to what would happen if he did.
Well,
Yep.
I'm gonna keep encouraging my students, my teammates to keep going. Do it again.
Christina, the captain of the baseball team,
You're not
shows up
gonna
I want to
and
see
says,
if the person who
"What's the matter? You're not gonna run?
I think I figured out a way to maybe find out who he is and then go after him.
What are you, chicken?"
Okay, I'll challenge you. See
No
who can
one
go
calls
further
me
on this
Chicken
course.
Biff.
All right, sure.
All right, it's gonna be you, but I'm gonna try.
Give me open endurance.
Shock. Oh look, I failed.
Nice. She gets triple sixes.
Wow. Wow.
She handily crushes you.
And then all he laughs.
You barely get through the first like few
Yeah.
tests.
It's like, as he fails, he laughs. He's like, yeah, that's why I play
Just
Snarker.
like, that's it?
There's a reason I'm playing Snarker.
Seriously?
Hey, I got you onto the team for a reason.
She
Good
turns
job.
to your team and says, "Really, you want to play with this chode?" Wow, she is trying to poach members of your team.
Just need to
I thought
start
she
him
was on
back.
my team.
Christina? Fuck no.
Oh shit!
She's
who
the
was
captain
the
of-
one who was on- Oh, I'm thinking of Olivia.
Yeah, this is the
Fuck.
lady whose team you poached Olivia from and who's pissed at you for it.
Snarker.
Okay, I'm going to being to me. Okay, I need to think of something to say. Basically feel like our basketball is about.
They're all looking kind of
Yeah.
disappointed with your performance there.
Basketball is about skill, not just
Wait,
run.
I can't say anything.
Like, basketball is about skill, not just run. I
That's what I'm
have.
invoking for a foot soldier to ask you a question. It's a great plan.
Yeah, feel like basketball is about skill, not run. Kind of going about that. Feel like at least I'm. Yeah, and then basically there's something about being clever and then she is, which is obviously not
Could
me
have gone with
because
giant.
I'm not.
And I would call that probably patient knowledge.
Patient,
Well, taking out the other one, like
patient,
Yeah.
and maybe challenge her to go up against some of our stronger basketball players. Because we're a team. We don't.
She'll agree to do that.
Yeah.
I get more advantage.
So am I rolling patient knowledge? I got a pair of 9s on my patient knowledge check. Right? Okay.
Ooh. She has 4 8s. So you will do some convincing of your team. They don't, all abandon you. But she does say she will happily challenge anyone on your team to the obstacle course. And she says if she beats them, they have to join the baseball team. A couple of them are up for this. Roger is. Roger, I think his name is up for this.
Roger is one of the trio.
Who's the one who's
Meathead, who I got from the football team.
No, not trying to give a shit. Olivia is up for it because she likes any excuse to do fitness activity.
Fairly confident Olivia being here. But like,
But,
don't actually have to switch teams.
Who's the brother of one of the dwarves?
The sister?
Sister, yeah. One of them is in. I know that.
Shit, I called her Jennifer.
Jennifer, yeah. She's also up for it.
Come on, Jennifer, really?
Should have gone with the giant fight.
Alright.
Reagan
Kick her ass, Jennifer.
refuses to even consider
I don't
it.
know, man.
Well,
No,
here's the
'cause we
thing.
ha-
You've
no, 'cause they
exposed
gang
yourself
up on you.
to
Yeah, no, I'll
brand.
feel like
You haven't
Olivia,
exposed
kick Jennifer.
yourself
You
to
have
everyone
got
else.
this. And let
Yes,
it crush
but
her
I was-
for
I
the-
was-
crush her for the glory of our basketball team.
Russia,
They'd
for
all
the
gang up on
glory
you.
of
They'd all gang up
basketball,
on me
the most
now.
important thing in the world.
But they would all gang
I'll
up
tell
on
you
you.
right now, obligation switch teams. Let's go. Watch
You forget
I am being more liberal with my character.
Nice.
Or I'm supposed to be.
Jennifer was supposed to be one of Maz's friends. Sort of.
She's one of your friends. That's why she's standing up for you.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go the two girls, go defend my team's honor. Go, Olivia, go, Jennifer, go.
Alright. Jennifer is up first. She has 4 dice.
Of course.
You can roll 4. She's an average person.
Up against 8. How does she have...
I think it's 8.
Oh, I thought that's what you said. I have nothing to contribute, so...
Well, I'm saying roll 4.
Oh, I see.
I'm rolling for Christina.
Wait, but you're using the scary dice.
Just
Oh,
merely...
Paranines!
Paranines!
Shrimp fucking apes! Damn it!
Paranines.
But-
Jennifer gets through the course faster, but fails one of the strength tests. So it's ranked to tied.
Okay.
Next up, Olivia has 6 dice.
Okay. Alright, come on, Olivia. Come on, Olivia. I got nothing. I lost Olivia.
Nice.
I need Olivia back.
Pair of 10s. There's still time to sabotage Christina.
With what?
Tripping her. Anything. You don't have to use superpowers to fuck
wait,
people.
Get ready.
You could literally insult her while she's playing.
Yes, that's my job.
But are you any good at it?
Yes,
You can
because it's
literally
social
throw-
skills. Can I use I guess it's
Take care of it.
It'd be devious something.
well, no, I was trying to find a flaw in her. Like something she's doing dumb.
Not that quickly.
Okay, then I
Make
guess.
something out. Devious deceit.
Yeah,
do
devious.
that.
Yeah, devious deceit to mock her.
Your boyfriend
As she
there.
goes through. I have. Please do. Is width gonna matter for this?
Yeah. Because with the speed.
Pair of 9s, trip 9s, trip 9s, trip 9s.
Trip 9s goes off first and will knock a die off her set. So she will not succeed. Tess has 10 high to Olivia's 10 high.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have Olivia's dice still showing.
So,
Alright, so ties all across the board.
ties across the board basically.
Basketball, Justin.
At which
And then
point,
I will celebrate with my team and leave.
Sure.
Go team, go, let's go. Retreat. Expeditious retreat.
Give me insightful corruption.
Insightful corruption.
You don't want to talk to the guy? Jesus.
Evidently not.
Why? Yes, he doesn't.
You can find out more shit about him.
My plan is
I know.
pair of 8s.
Pair of 8s?
Trip 8s. Trip 8s.
Trip 8s? Foot Soldier is looking at Christina with some amount of interest and dread.
Yeah. Yes, let's set up Christina to go down. I like this plan.
He just
The
sort
little
of
hamster wheel is.
he gives sort of a resigned sigh.
So that's just the hamster wheel brains.
Christina is the Black Adder.
So, Michael Walker. Yep. You're having a bad day. Are you gonna go find some solace and get drunk somewhere?
Don't.
No.
Stay sober. No. Or stay very, very drunk with many, many witnesses.
Does anyone on the team smoke? Anyone at the party smoke?
I'm going to my office, but I'm not gonna get drunk. I'm gonna go sit down and be like, all right, fuck it, and just proceed to work on the curriculum and lesson plans.
Sure.
I will be drinking while I do it though,
I don't think
but not
we-
heavily.
No.
Nice.
Just like a cool take off the edge.
Does anyone want to try and do some spying on the brands while they're here?
Yeah,
I don't mean following them around. I mean doing things like, say, trying to find out where they're staying. Or stuff like that.
No.
Not while we're invisible. Like, I can try.
You'd be like, I admire you so much.
Well,
You are in the best position to do this.
I have
Linda.
thoughts of sneaking.
You've left the video game tournament, as it were.
Yeah, looking very disappointed.
Making your way down towards the cafeteria, perhaps, to pick up some lunch. Glancing out heading around the side passage around the building to get to the cafeteria door. You notice Low Toner, the little person guy from the show,
Yeah.
who's smoking by the dumpster out with some guy with dreadlocks down to his waist, and got a shopping cart full of paint thinner cans and stuff. Looks like a homeless man. I'm not sure if your character's seen Lucius before. I think she might have.
I thought we determined last time that she hadn't.
Alright.
I
Some
don't know.
homeless
I
guy
couldn't even
We
remember
just
how
sorted it out.
who's inhaling something out of a paper bag. He's having a chat with Low Toner, though.
Alright.
Want to eavesdrop?
Yes, but I'm terrible at espionage.
It'd be kind of great to sneak over there. Or you could just walk over there and say hi.
I'm just gonna walk over there and say hi.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
You're that short
Tony.
toner, right?
Give me insightful nurture. Or insightful corruption. Either one. I love that you're the only character in the party who actually takes the nurture option.
Pair of 10s.
Low toner emits the most world-weary sigh you've ever heard in your life. He says, look, when I'm not on stage, it's Alex Graham.
Sorry. Hi, Alex.
Hi, what's your name?
Linda.
Nice to meet you, Glinda. So, how's school treating you?
Today's been a very interesting day.
Oh, yeah. Are you enjoying the show and everything?
I'm not a big fan of all the noise.
Did you get a free energy drink?
Is it safe to drink?
Meanwhile,
Is it safe to drink? I saw another guy going green.
do you ask that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Who was that?
Didn't get a very good look. I mean, it was from a distance.
Or you heard rumors.
Oh yeah, that sounds like it sounds like the Diet Chili Honey Agave Blast. It does that. They stopped selling it after a while. People didn't like it.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, can't imagine. Anyway, Lucius looks at you. How's it going, young bud?
Hi?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not totally sure that's safe.
With the bag he's huffing at him?
Yeah.
Ah, it's perfectly harmless.
Yeah. Sound
Hurts
effects.
so good.
Sound effects of Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Look,
That's the stuff.
I know that's like that. It probably you like it. It's like it probably gives you like an interesting feeling, but it really isn't good for you, man. You've got to stop. I'm targeting corruption.
Sure. He'll ask if you want to hit. And offer it to you. He has a pair of 5s.
I have a pair of 7s.
Cool. You will knock a point off of his corruption. And he will slide a point of your nurture unless you agree to take off a pain.
Not going to.
Fair enough. Alex will look at him and go, dude, are you seriously offering paint to a kid? Man. I thought I worked with fucked up people.
And then you say, oh, really?
Really?
And then you say, oh, really?
Like, fucked up how?
Give me either insightful honesty or devious corruption to try and get him to talk. He does have a non-disclosure agreement after all.
Let's see.
Pair of 4s.
Pair of 4s.
He says, well, let's just say this wasn't how I was hoping my Hollywood career would turn out.
Poor guy.
He's a normie.
I applied to the brands. I was sick of the Hollywood grind of people like me, character actor, hobbit, dwarf, goblin, repeat. I wanted to make real net money. Some corporate think tank in charge of the brands put out an ad looking for someone with performance experience to join the team. I auditioned. The original angle was supposed to be for like the Professor X type, small in stature, big in mind kind of thing. Machiavelli with a penchant for justice. Signed a contract, and flash forward 3 years later, I'm doing gigs as comedy relief being mocked by teenagers.
If it's so bad, why don't you quit?
That's not bad.
Oh, I thought I recognized
do
that
what?
guy. He played Kopesh in that pirate TV show.
And do what, man? We can't all be
I
Jake
approve of that headcanon.
Most of us don't get great gigs, man. Most of us don't get any gig, period.
Oh, that's rough.
Lucius looks at you and goes, wait, can you see him too?
Yeah? What?
Oh. He looks disappointed and shuffles off. Alex just watches him go, like, he goes, is he real? Anyway, suffice to say, I was not hoping my career would consist of babysitting a bunch of idiots. / assholes.
Is there anything in the contract that says you have to be the comedy relief?
Yeah.
And you signed that.
At the time, that's not what it was for. It just said I agreed to sign it. You don't know how contracts work. You don't sign on, you will be required to be this character. It's, you are employed by this company to do performances. Do you want to ask him any fucking questions?
Like identities, that'd be useful.
Anything about why the brands are assholes, perhaps?
Where they
That's a good
originated
one.
from.
Why are they treating you so rough?
I'm trying
Why are
here.
they treating you so rough in the first place?
Well,
they're
mostly
heroes,
I think it's because they're dicks. Possibly it's because they resent me with the whole chaperone thing. Mostly, you know, my real job's mostly to keep them in line. The group's roster is kind of variable. They have a tendency towards behavioral problems, shall we say. I'm more of a watchdog for our corporate side of things. Make sure they don't get into trouble kind of stuff. Which is an ordeal. As he says that, he gets a 1,000-yard stare and a haunted look in his eyes.
So,
As though he's seen shit.
Kind of stuff.
so you're the guy that makes or breaks their jobs then?
No, that's corporate.
My job is to try and keep corporate happy by stopping them from fucking up constantly.
You gotta get rid of it. I'm not helpful.
Anyway, I gotta get back to work. Gotta finish booking their stupid hotel.
Come on.
What hotel?
Do you need help?
It's the Marriott somewhere in why do you care?
Do you need
Just trying to
help?
make conversation. I don't really know what to say sometimes.
Fair enough.
Can't say I get much in the way of people to talk to anyway. I suppose you're old enough to drink.
Too bad we
Damn.
don't.
Invited you to the bar.
Older females.
Anyway, it's good talking to you, kid. But back to hell.
Hey, do you mind if I add you to Facebook?
Sure. You have Lotoner on Facebook. I want to see Glinda's Facebook page. Glinda has one friend.
That's hilarious and sad.
Could I be stepping out of my office as he's walking by, see that look on his face, and go,
They're
I know
outside.
that look, buddy. You need this more than I do. And stir into my flask. Sure.
I don't think I
Give
want
me
it. You're glowing.
mischievous nurture or corruption.
I wonder what I'll pick. It's actually nurture.
What could it be? Captain Torture Man.
It's actually nurture. Not even joking. My corruption has gone down to 1.
Ah. Oh yeah, lady beating up your corruption quite severely.
Fair force.
He'll take a hit off of it. He'll say thanks. He'll offer to repay the favor. He invites you to meet him for drinks at the hotel bar, the Marriott.
Sure, but I give him a time later than the planned events of today.
Sure. So with that, I think I'll cut it here. You've learned a bit about the Brands of Justice, and you know what hotel they're staying at. And you also know that they've probably ID'd Michael.
Yeah, probably.
And might have ID'd someone else. Who knows? They've certainly ID'd Matt.
Well, that would be you spotted the den rigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I
So-
don't know. I'm a teacher in an auditorium. I'm
Well,
probably,
you're still going to be investigated, which
Yeah.
I'll be investigated.
I mean,
Your
naturally,
nail that
I'm
sticks
going
out
to be.
that's gonna get hammered in.
I mean, obviously,
Hammered down, pretty much.
Obviously, Glenda's going to be investigated because
Anyone
hello,
who sticks
Georgia.
out is gonna get hammered down.
Anyway, there was...
Sorry, did I gloat with about how great my basketball team was? I was talking about. Yes!
Allow it.
Take
Yeah,
your
that was
espionage.
Thank you.
can I get agreed to generosity for helping out the dude? with alcohol.
Sure.
Alcohol.
Alcohol.
That for some reason the captain didn't want to find supervillains counts as learning something new and important.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
I think we all could be
all good?
learning something new and important.
Now I need to keep learning new and important things.
Helping someone with no unexpected gain by trying to get the homeless guy from
did it.
snipping paint. What was
I think
the
if I
name of the
attempt to
hotel?
assassinate
You're
them,
like on your knees.
that's probably going to be the best result for me.
What was the name of the hotel?
Snipe
Marion. Yeah.
with the actual sniper rifle.
No, with an actual sniper rifle and the silencer on.
Yeah.
That's basically going to be my plan for Saturday
The
then.
name of flow toner.
Alex Graham.
I'd say so far it looks like the foot soldier, the copy guy are okay.
Well,
I don't know if the copy guy can be described as okay.
Yeah, there's something fundamentally wrong with him.
He's got his own problems.
Yeah. But at least the foot soldier guy, he seems like he could be reasonable.
Collated and stapled. He is probably my favorite of Justin.
I wasn't expecting that.
No one expects that. Who expects that?